And we are now live.
There we go.
Okay, welcome. We are here at the 2022 Texas Pinball Festival.
Hi, I'm Jamie Burchell, and welcome to our channel, Wormhole Pinball. And we're so happy to be here at TPF and hosting the Classics Tournament right now, and then the Wizards Tournament later, and the Women's Tournament tomorrow.
We are so grateful for Wormhole stepping up to do this stream and stepping up to do lots of other streams in the future for Texas Pinball in general, not just the Texas Pinball Festival. Thank you, Jamie.
We're beyond excited. Can't tell you how excited we are.
Okay, so we are now Group 1 of the Classics Finals. We have Player 1, Stephen Chappelle, Player 2, Sunshine Bond, Player 3, Mark Meserve, and Player 4, Mark Gunter. So we are now stepping up to Player 4, Mark Gunter now. I'll do play-by-play on this. You want to do color?
Please.
And we got John Spates in the booth as well. He's going to tell us how to play Sinbad, right?
I've yet to play Sinbad.
Yet to play Sinbad.
Are they practicing right now? Does everyone get like a practice round prior, or are they starting right now? We're live.
Right. So this is live. This is one player was able to get a practice game on Sinbad because this game was brought in late to the tournament as a replacement for which game? Xenon, which went down. So it looks like in general the objective of this game is to build bonus and build the bonus multiplier. I'm not entirely sure how the bonus multiplier is built. I'm sure we can figure this out pretty quickly. He's got the. Oh no, we're on player. What player are we on? On player 1, Stephen Chappelle. He had to play bonus multiplier up to 3x.
Hi, Jay Feast. Welcome to our chat. Welcome to the Wormhole. Welcome to TPF. It's so exciting. Thanks for joining. And our friend Trumpanchi is telling people to basically get online. Thank you, Trumpanchi. Okay, so left drop 2x, 2 drops 3x, 3 drops 4x, 4 drops 5x, and then you get that in order. Okay, thank you.
All right, so Sunshine's doing her thing. She's keeping the ball alive. Lots of excellent flipper skills and good reads going on here. It's always a
that's a good dig.
What a save! Sunshine's an expert.
She's really good.
I watched her yesterday. She's pretty darn good.
She made a quick mistake early on. The ball hit the tip of that upper flipper and it came down really fast. She wasn't expecting it, but she was able to recover quite quickly. She's dead bouncing like she should to get control of the ball. Looks like she's heading for that spinner. She's trying to rip that spinner. Get a couple good rips in.
I always get scissored in these games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It happens to me every time. Like Paragon, scissored.
I mean, it's a natural reaction to want to try and cradle the ball, and then you forget that, yeah, there's a gap there.
Oh, drain. Good ball one, though.
He's got a nice lead, 220.
Ball 2.
We got Mark Meserve out of Austin, Texas. He's thinking about it. Oh, we got our player cam is frozen. 1 second, I'm going to fix this.
It's a pretty game, John. It really is.
Yeah, yep.
Get one of these for the Wormhole.
We need more EMs. That's and solid states, and we need more.
I would love for some more to roll through,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think we were a little stern heavy for a little bit, but anyway, nice bump.
Ooh, he almost flicked it right into the out lane there.
Oh, and he did.
Gets the out lane drain.
My phrase for that is unlucky.
Unlucky?
Yeah, I played a lot of soccer and did a lot of soccer commentating, and that tends to be the British phrase for oops. They say unlucky. It makes it nicer.
Definitely was not the player's fault. Well, a lot of times in pinball that is the case.
So you're not playing in the classics, but you're playing in the Wizards, right, Phil?
Correct. Yeah, I barely have time to play in that, and definitely not playing in both classics and Wizards. Mark's playing a little fast and loose here, not taking much time to trap up or try and get the ball under control.
Ooh, he just dug one really out. It was nice.
Going for those drops.
The knowledge that these players have per game is what is so impressive to me.
I mean, you have to be able to,
Yeah.
if you want to compete at a high level, you need to be able to know these games.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I mean, I don't know most of the games. When I go to a tournament, though, I'm going to do a little research ahead of time. Nice little nudge to save the ball from the out lane.
Oops.
He was going for a little tip off the left flipper there to try and get it, nudge it over to the right flipper to save it, and I think he misread it just a smidge. That's a mistake I find myself doing a lot after the pandemic, and I wasn't playing as much anymore because you just kind of, you forget that timing and you forget those reads.
Jeezy Pinball, thanks for rooting for Brian Daniels from Tulsa this morning. That's who you're rooting for. All right, great.
All right, Sunshine's stepping up. I can hear her laughing in the background. That infectious Sunshine laugh. Best laugh in pinball. And she's sitting with at least a point in the tank. It's always good knowing that you're not going to get a 0. You get a 0 in the first game, it is devastating.
Happens to me a lot, Phil. Happens to me a lot. You got to put a rally cap on.
I recently had a 0 in the first game and managed to pull out a win by forcing a tiebreaker after game 3.
I watched you do that.
But it is extremely rare for that to happen.
Yeah.
I ran the numbers one time, and just probability-wise, it is very hard to pull that one off. Here goes Sunshine. It's that third lane. She's letting the ball come down to that lower flipper before flipping, which is probably
She
smart.
was doing that the last two, yeah.
But I think she was a little bit late on that shot and was punished for it right away. But she's in good shape, at least for, for maybe a second. Mark
has a good chance
Mark
here.
is really close. Unfortunately, the stream booth is becoming a table.
It is a lot of table for people's drinks.
I don't like all these drinks around.
Yeah, I know.
All right. This is one of the most stressful moments right here in pinball.
Because you only need a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Right there. Let's see. The bonus will get it. He got it in the bonus.
Got it in the bonus. Oh, he breathes a sigh of relief.
I panic that when I do that all the time. I'm like, okay, I only need this. Too many switches, yada, yada.
I would rather be I would rather be in Mark Gunter's perspective right now rather than Mark Meserve's, just from a stress level.
So you just say, you only need one good ball. Let's go. It only takes one ball. Let's go.
Versus when you're like, oh my gosh, I only need like 10 spinner rips or 10 spins of the spinner. That's stressful.
That's when I panic.
and he gets punished for that on-the-fly shot.
Yeah.
But it was enough for him to get third place. So it's going to be Mark Meserve in first, Sunshine in second, Mark Gunter in third, and Steven Chappelli takes the goose egg. Where are they going to head next? Do they? They're moving. Okay, you're right. So the banks move to the right. So they're going to be put on Ali next.
Okay.
Which is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I really enjoyed playing that yesterday.
You don't see it pop up too often, but when you do, it's definitely worth the play.
So you want to keep it on this, or you want me to move it to Ali?
So there's another group on Ali right now.
Yeah.
So we can't move it, and they're on their player 4, ball 3.
Right.
So they'll be done in just a second, and we'll move it. So yeah, if you want to get ready to go move it over
I
there,
will.
and I will.
I wish you could see this setup, people, because it's really unbelievable compared to what we work with at the Wormhole. It's just incredible. I wish there was a camera on to see all these pictures. I'll post some pictures later. It's really awesome. Phil, you do a great job. It's really amazing what you've built with the streaming equipment, how great it looks.
Thank you.
It's really fantastic.
By the way, thank you for all tuning in. It is 9 in the morning in Texas, and so it's probably quite early for all of y'all. So thank you for tuning in. If there's any technical issues, please let us know. If the audio sounds good, let me know. I am way out of practice with this streaming stuff, so
yeah.
I think we're ready to move Ali.
All right. Let me go do that, and we'll go from there.
Thank you. And we'll take a look at the brackets. This isn't what we want. Here's that. Oh no. Let's see here. Sorry, this is the me being out of practice again. The brackets are not refreshing. Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Okay. Here we go. We got our first group in. Group 2, Dave Stewart, Chris Frame, Sebastian Bobbio, Jermaine Mariol. Group 3, Brian Daniels, Garrett Shahan, Mike Poliski, Wesley Johnson. And Group 4 is Chris Shearer, Robert Byers, Austin Kemp, and Joe Fox Jr. A lot of really good players made it to the top. The Classics qualifying, extremely difficult. You have 8 plays, that is it, and your 4 best scores are used. There's not a whole lot of wiggle room for error in the Classics final, in the Classics format. You need to basically be on point. But you see, a lot of just top names are up here. There's they're able to make do. Even in Classics makes where you can get punished quite easily, these players are able to shine. And of course, Robert Byers, Classics 1 champion at Indisc just a few weeks ago. He's clearly a Classics man.
Worst part of my game, Classics.
Mine too.
Yeah.
I used to get absolutely crushed at Pinburg years ago. I would go and my moderns and late mids were all great, and then I'd play the Classics and get destroyed. And then I made a conscious effort to start practicing, focusing on those Classics, and it really helped my game a lot.
Prior to playing pinball, I was a golfer, and my worst thing is chipping. So I would just pound chipping. So I get it. But first-time viewer, first-time chat, Palsy, thank you so much for joining us here today. We appreciate it. I'm excited for Ali. Such a pretty machine.
Another machine that I've never played.
You've never played Ali before, John?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I got to play it in the practice, just because I wanted to walk up and I wanted to play it. I went and played that in Rolling Stones. It was fun. How'd I do there? I don't know if I did so well tuning that in. Did I?
Well, it's a little crooked.
It's my first move, Phil.
You're used to driving that Tesla where it parks for you.
It does park. Oh, sorry. It does park for you, and it does drive itself. So I am. I'll tell you what. I guarantee you this, streamers. It's going to get better as the day goes forward. I'm going to get used to it.
You're
All right?
going to get used to lining up
I'm gonna
lines in parallel.
Yeah. Attention to detail hasn't been my. It's not on my LinkedIn profile as an attribute that I possess, John Spates. Okay? But it will be one day. I can promise you that. That's why Janine is around here. See, Phil, my wife's not here. She would go, that's terrible. You're better than that. I go, yeah, I'm sorry.
Let's see here. I need to update this.
And while you're updating, this is Wormhole Pinball, and we are so proud and excited to be hosting the Texas Pinball Festival, and this is the Classics final. So we got a player starting right now, and that is that Steven?
I believe so.
Yes, that should be Steven.
Okay.
Well, that's actually Mark Gunter. Oh, you know what? Why is Mark Gunter? Hold on here. The player order is wrong on the screen.
Oh, goodness. It's good to know I'm not the only one that can make a mistake. Okay.
I don't know if it's check with Colin.
They're not allowed to do a practice round or any of that. This is go time. Thank you, the Unruth Effect. We appreciate you.
If the players did not play, it did not. I don't know what Colin read the rules for. My assumption is that they would not get practice, and Mark is not playing as though he is practicing.
Oh no, it's go time.
Yeah, he's in the zone. So this is actually Mark Meserve up now. He's going to be going for the drop targets at the upper left. He's trying to backhand it there.
Ooh.
Nice little shimmy, but I believe he took a tilt.
Yeah, he tilted that.
He was able to dig it out. So what players are going to generally be doing on this game is shooting for those drop targets in the upper left, and that's going to build the bonus multiplier. And then there's a little piston, like a Metallica piston shot on the right, and that's a little saucer that's going to collect bonus. So you basically build up the bonus, collect the bonus, rinse and repeat. If you can get locked into a rhythm on this game, you can easily roll it. I think that's the rules in this game. It's been a while.
Feels good to roll one of these. It's pretty darn exciting. I take a picture and I put it on Pindigo.
A quick read on pin tips says that a decent strategy is to shoot the right saucer, catch it on the right flipper, tap, pass to the left flipper, and repeat.
Okay.
Do that and you'll score well.
All right, there you go. Thanks, John.
One strategy anyway.
Yeah. You could talk a little louder.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably put that closer to your face.
Yeah.
That sounds better. That sounds better. We don't have this stuff at the Wormhole.
No, we don't.
Okay.
No, we don't.
Right? Okay.
This is all new.
So this is some good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
No, this is,
so I think we're going to be writing Phil a check.
Uh-huh.
Okay. When we leave here.
Yeah.
Right. He's off mic, so we can talk right now because he's like our producer. For the show.
Yeah.
And there we go. Right. So this could be coming to the Wormhole. This great equipment. It's pretty exciting.
Very.
Except the keyboard. That's not coming to the Wormhole.
That thing is weird.
It's a very strange keyboard he's got going on. Okay, here we go. So that's strange, the two saucers on the top to spit out like the Paragon saucers, but now they got three up top there. You see that? That's strange.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
You're all right.
Tournament director stuff going on. Very important, very important.
I still don't know how you try to do all this, being a tournament director, trying to play, being a top player in the world, and it's just, it's too
amazing.
much. It's
amazing.
too much.
Well, I have a little help from my friend
Yeah.
methamphetamine.
Oh, there you go.
Just kidding.
Adderall?
No,
No? Okay, good.
None of that. No.
We don't need that stuff.
I'm just a coffee drinker.
There you go.
Although I recently rediscovered Red Bull, I found it to be very relaxing.
Yeah. Anybody that watches the Wormhole knows that Jamie doesn't need any more caffeine, and yet I continue to do it. Good ball here.
Yeah.
Whoops! I keep popping my peas.
Yeah. Just turn that shit down.
I will turn it
Oh,
down.
stop. I'm sorry.
Don't
I've been
worry.
at a pinball convention all weekend where people just let the curse words fly willy-nilly. It's rubbing it off on me. Ooh, that's interesting. So the lower right flipper is getting stuck up a little bit, which is very dangerous because what will happen is players will try and dead bounce it, and it'll just completely kill the momentum of the ball.
Okay. Swearing at the machine is optimal. I call that pinball language. That's what I do. I'm sorry.
Oh, that looked like it almost had like a backspin on it, and then it just reversed directions
Yeah.
entirely. That was interesting. That was some strange physics right there.
Somebody asked who are the top players, Phil. Can you let Geek Gamer 38 know who are some of the top players here today?
Ooh, good question. And hard one to
Yeah, we
answer
don't wanna leave anybody out, right?
without offending some folks. But let's see. Well, of course, Colin McAlpine, the tournament director, is here. Top player. We got Jermaine Mariol. We got Raymond Davidson. We've got Bob Matthews, former Classics champion at Texas Pinball Festival. Unfortunately, didn't qualify this year. He'll be on the mic later.
Great.
Bob Matthews is probably the I don't know, the Classics genius of the world. I don't know. He wrote the He literally wrote the encyclopedia of Classics games, the E-Encyclopedia.
Why don't we invite him over for a little chat?
He's gonna come onto the booth for the semifinals and finals.
Oh, awesome.
that's
So he'll be in.
fantastic.
He'll be in.
Good.
Wealth of knowledge. He wouldn't be stumbling over the rules like we are here. He knows every single game in and out.
Awesome.
Who else do we have on the list? No Escher. We got Robert Byers. We got, hold on. Jeez. The other thing I'll say is, you asked me how I do this stuff. My memory during these things completely is destroyed. I cannot recall things that happened to me 2 minutes ago. It's like I'm a goldfish.
You're a
I've got-
goldfish.
I've got too much stuff on my brain.
Great line from a great show. For our those that don't know, that show is called what is that soccer show? Oh, the bad drain right down the middle. Unlucky.
Ted Lasso?
Ted Lasso. Darn it.
Was that from
Gosh,
Ted Lasso?
Yeah, Ted Lasso.
I wasn't making a pop culture
Wow,
reference.
you didn't even know you were doing it, Phil, but you are. Ted Lasso, very famous show on Apple TV. Is Eric Stone here? Did you say that already?
No Eric Stone. No Eric Stone. We would know if Eric Stone was here. You could probably hear him in the background. I'm just looking around the room right now. The thing is, it's
pretty
9:30 in the
yeah,
morning. Unless people have to be here, they're in bed, hopefully. Ah, yes. Okay.
Okay, great.
How do you pronounce that? Trumpanch.
Trapanchi?
Trumpanchi? What is that? Like Trumpanzi?
Trapanchi. That's Travis. I don't know. I don't know why he has that.
I know it's Travis. I just don't know what it means or what it is. How to pronounce it. All right, we're ignoring the game.
Yeah,
We're being
I
terrible
apologize.
commentators.
Don't get caught down our wormhole. Come on, Phil. Keep
Oh,
it
that's
together.
what the wormhole is all
Yeah, it
about.
happens.
All right, we're on player 2. Mark Meserve. I do have the players updated now. This
Okay,
is
good.
indeed Mark Meserve, player 2. He's sitting at 75 in third place, but all the scores are pretty tight. This could go either way, and we're on ball 3.
Okay.
He's thinking about it. plunges, and he misses those saucers.
Yeah.
See if he tries the ski jump, and he makes the ski jump. Goes around that little horseshoe, and he's...
Oh, wow, that was great.
Ooh, got too loud there. I got excited. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. You got to put your NPR
know.
on, you know.
Yeah, my it's too excitable.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
that was
my
beautiful.
goodness.
Oh my gosh, can we get a clip of that?
That was beautiful.
Just incredible.
Yeah.
This is the most exciting ball so far.
Yeah.
And he
We had a
bounced it off of that
Lazarus.
metal, off that
He
metal
needs to
barrier.
slow it
wasn't a
down
rubber.
and take a deep breath right now.
I would be absolutely shaking right now if that just happened to me. Shaking. Like a little leaf.
I would call everyone over and,
you see
and
that?
let them know.
I need to make a ruling, excuse me.
Okay, I'll take it from here. But he is having a great ball, John Spates.
Yes, he is.
He's
indeed.
really having a good ball. But I'll tell you what, he did a shimmy, he did everything, and then he stopped and took a deep breath.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the things when I first started playing pinball, because I'm fairly new, John, right? And you're one of the biggest persons that got me into it, was slowing it down. That was the first thing I tried to learn, right? Hey, thank you for that clip. That is awesome, Paisley.
cool.
Thank you. Slowing it down was number one for me, right? I saw me get much better from slowing it down. Then it was nudging,
Yep.
okay?
I remember when you would barely even touch the machine. Yeah.
And now I'm tilting too much,
Yep,
okay,
I
because
hear you.
I'm nudging, right? So, but he is
But
having
you're playing better.
I'm
You're
playing better. I'm playing better. Oh, nice save. He's playing. What my next thing I need to do is the bounce, is the dead bounce, and I don't have it in my arsenal. Oh, he couldn't save it this
Yep.
time. But you know what? He
Didn't
didn't want to lose
the
the
bonus.
tilt.
Yep.
He didn't want to lose the bonus. Good, really good ball, Mark Meserve.
Well done.
That's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to take that clip, put that on Wormhole, because
That was great.
that was really,
great.
really cool.
That was a nice save.
Yeah. All right, so Sunshine is up right now.
That
Hey.
was good. That was awesome.
Hey, Mark, we got a clip of it. We got a clip of that.
We got a clip of it. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
It was awesome. Super great. He came over for some props, and he deserves it. That was good, man. That was really good. So we're wearing headphones, so it's difficult for us to hear. And if we didn't have headphones, it would be ridiculous because not only have the Classics Tournament, and Sunshine's up right now, but we also have people still participating in the Wizards. Oh, she got a drainage right down the middle. Do you find in a tournament when you're playing that when a guy puts a monster in front of you,
Yeah.
a girl guy puts a monster in front of you, how hard is it for you to concentrate coming up and everything's warm, right? He's been on it for 20 minutes.
It's tough.
I struggle.
Yeah, it's tough for sure.
I struggle. Okay, here is Steven. This is ball 3. So he has secured second, and now he's got a rally cap and say if I can come and take down Mark.
Yep.
Oh, boy, there
Yep.
you go.
Keeping it alive.
Oh, all right. Okay,
second.
so Mark is going to get the first. Second is Steve Campbell. Third is Sunshine. And first is Mark Gunter. There you go. All right, watch this. This is pretty exciting. We have an advertisement all
Okay.
right, from Marco that I'm going to read in between
Nice.
rounds. All right,
Nice.
Phil showed me how to do this. Let me see if I can do this. Here's ad 1. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this.
Awesome.
Are we fancy or what? I mean, the
this
Wormhole is not fancy like this.
This is
okay?
amazing.
But I'm going to read this like it's copy. All right? That's industry term for advertising. Brought to you by Twitch/Marco Pinball. Enter to win. Complete our survey for a chance to win an exclusive contest for Wormhole's Twitch viewers with 4 different chances to win. A winner is chosen each and every day. You get Marco swag, some Pin Buddy kit, tool set, assortment of ring kit, and much, much more. So that's pretty cool. That's our first ad.
Very cool.
Isn't that awesome?
That's great.
All right, and now I go back to the main. Boom.
Nice.
Boom. All right, Phil is moving us on to Rolling Stones, which I totally got to play yesterday, which
Nice.
is totally awesome.
Nice.
And, all right, while we're here, that was too loud, sorry. While I'm getting used to the modulation,
Yep.
proper modulation. While we're here, what is the Wormhole? Well, the Wormhole is a collection of pinball machines at a private establishment. It's really a clubhouse for pinball. It's an invite-only, if you will, place that we really started during COVID, and there were 6 of us that had nothing to do, and so there was an abundance of machines from you and our collector Tim, and we brought them into the Wormhole, and so we have a lot of games. I'm not going to give you a number, but there are 25 that keep rolling in and out of the Wormhole. And it's pretty exciting stuff.
We have a good time.
We have a great time. So if you want to tune in on Mondays, the survey is unavailable. Okay, I'll work on that. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it. On Monday nights, we stream and we do dollar games, which is
we're trying to stream a different game
every
Monday. Every Monday, a different game.
Every Monday, and I don't think it'll be years before we double up, I think. I mean, that's probably.
Yeah.
But we just did Pistol Poker, Alvin G, so you can see that still on the Twitch stream. And then we did Dialed In prior to that, which was fun.
And we've started doing a survey so that, to pick the next game for
Absolutely.
the next stream. So that's been a lot of fun.
Work on that survey. Says, my friend Jax is here. Come on, man. That's my boy, Jax. Yeah, John Desjardins. I just ratted you out, John, that you're a pinball nerd like all of us, so that's awesome. All right, I have to figure out how this match play works, and we're on Rolling Stones, so I have to refresh a page over here. But Phil has the worst mouse and everything on the planet, so I'm not going to do that yet to wait for him. To explain how weird this setup is for us. There he goes. And so that's all I have to do is just click Rolling Stone, refresh page, Rolling Stone. I can do this.
Definitely a little more high-tech than what we're used to, Jamie.
Totally, but we're getting it. Isn't this an exploitable game for a pinball tournament? What do you think of that, John?
I have not played the game, so I...
Oh, okay. I played it yesterday, and I really liked it. Obviously, you want to write light rock, side targets, and such. If anyone is on Twitch and is a huge pinball expert and can tell us the rule set, we will read that aloud. That'd be great. We'd love that. John's going to look it up as well. But hit the hole is definitely what we want to do here. But here we go. So we're following.
Hit the hole.
Hit the hole.
Yeah, that's what it says. Left orbit, behind drop target all day.
Okay. Ignore those drops. All right, so we're going to start us off. Here we are, 4-player. Mark Meserve is going to start us off. Mark played really well at the Houston Arcade Expo. I got to know him a little bit there. Hello, Polar Bear. Thank you for coming on in. I am Jamie with Wormhole Pinball. I'm joined by John Spates, Wormhole Pinball, and real happy that you're here following us on TPF stream.
So in addition, Jamie, we were talking about Wormhole and how we do the stream each Monday.
Yeah.
In addition to that, we're doing a 4-strike first Friday of every month. And that's been a ton of fun as well.
That's been a lot of fun.
Oh,
unlucky.
Yeah.
See, the unlucky. There could be an over-under poll here of how many times I say unlucky.
It'll be high, huh?
Over under 50?
Yeah.
For the whole day?
I'm buying 50.
Yeah, I'd go over.
Yeah, sure.
I'd go over 50. Okay, here's Steven. Nice. Slow it down.
I'm very disappointed that I did not play in the Classics this year.
You think you will next year?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
sure will. I love this era of game, and
Your wife, too, Leslie,
Yes.
should absolutely be a
Yeah.
part of this.
Yeah. She does very well with this era of game also.
Cool item on this game are to hit
That's
the
the shot.
table posts by the horseshoe. Thanks, Polar Bear. That little nudging, that little tiny nudging that they do is what's brilliant. See that?
That was nice.
Right there?
Oh. Was that a tilt?
Did he tilt? I didn't see that.
I'm not sure.
Good ball. No one's putting up monster yet. Good ball one.
They're both right there.
One of the hardest things for me when I'm playing, right? And again, I'm going to play this new card. You're going to hear the new card from Jamie a lot because I'm only a couple years in, is having a strategy. Walking up to a game and saying, okay, here's my strategy, right? This is what I want to accomplish. And then when it all goes to hell, is being able, the great players are able to say, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to change my strategy, right? Because, you know, like Mandalorian, if you can't hit that scoop to start a mode and you just keep trying to pummel that scoop, well, what are you doing? You're just pounding nails, right? I mean, it's
Find
just,
something else to
Find
do.
something else.
Yeah.
Let's move on,
Yeah.
right? And that is a struggle for me in pinball to move on. You know, and if you're deciding, hey, I want to write rock, I want to do this on Rolling Stones, and you can't pummel that, you're pounding sand, man.
You need to start focusing on drop
Yeah.
targets.
Tom
Something different.
O'Neill at the Wormhole told me that. He's like, you're pounding sand. Strategy, keep the ball in play. Yeah,
That's unfortunate.
that's unfortunate. That's a house ball right there. Boy, Rolling Stones has been tough to this group. All right, here comes Mark Gunner. Or is it Gunter?
Gunter.
It could be. Those posts score, says Polar Bear. Yeah. Those posts score. Oh, here comes Mark. 50 points and a strange sound effect. That little subtle nudging, I'm just
It's great.
so impressed with that ability of these outstanding players. If you're new to pinball and you're watching, unlucky. There's 3, 4. But the tilt, you know, you don't, when you walk up to a machine too, you don't know the tilt. You don't know how this game is going to play, John. So you're like, you know.
Practice is important.
Practice is
That's why you
vital.
want to come in during
Yeah,
that
you-
hour
absolutely.
beforehand to figure out where some of these things are. you
How
know?
to bump nudge and how to, you know, how much will this machine give me? I love the story of pinball being illegal and bringing it in and having an expert show the New York City or whatever
Yeah.
city it was.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that story. And if anyone has never heard it, like John Jaxt, who's my friend watching, Google that because it's amazing. Oh, did you see? He tilted.
Oh no. Ball
Nothing
two.
worse
Ball two. Ball
when
two.
you tilt and the flippers just go dead.
Yeah.
That hurts
It
feelings.
does. It does. And you just watch the ball drain out.
You just drainage, and you just, oh boy, there it goes. Oh,
That's tough.
that's a
that's
house
tough.
ball.
But
This has been a
Pretty brutal.
brutal round. Makes me feel good though sometimes when I see great players. It happens to them too.
It does.
I'm like, okay,
It does.
you know, this
Yeah.
is. It is top 2 to next round. I'm pretty sure of that. Idle Man's. So we're going to be here for a while, but it's fun. You know, we're totally excited to be the streamer of choice here. Thank you to Phil. Thank you to Colin. Thank you to everyone at TPF for making this happen for us. When you
Nice. That was good.
When you hold it like that and it goes all the way up and
And then
around
rolls
and
over,
down and
that
rolls
hurts
over,
also.
that hurts feelings, man.
That's also quite unlucky.
That hurts feelings.
Oh,
He tried.
Yep.
He tried. All right, here it is. Good try, Sunshine. That was Sunshine. I mean, look at these scores. They're all in this. All right, here comes Mark Gunner. Or is that's Mark Gunter?
I believe so,
Yeah.
yes.
Here he comes. And he's totally in this. Everyone is in this. Hoods is gifting subs all over the place. Thank you, Hoodski, for doing that. Gifting subs everywhere. Click that follow button. We really appreciate it. Our followers are going through the roof, so that's kind of exciting. Keep the ball alive. There it is. Good trap.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Nice. Oh, he tilted.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see?
no.
It's
Yep.
a tight one,
Yep.
man.
It's not good, but he made up some ground.
He made
so
it. Look, it's anybody's game here.
anybody's game.
I know we always say it only takes one good ball. That's I yell it
all-
at tournaments. But everyone's in this. You're walking up going, Mark's walking up going, we got a chance. Everyone's got a chance. What year of the games were those rollovers up top you could switch? Like what?
You know,
When
that's
did
a
that
good
happen?
question. I do not know, but I believe it was probably between 78 and 80.
Jiminy
I'm going
Christmas.
to say, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure exactly when.
Buffalo Pinball, thank you so much. And thank you for the raid the other day. That was awesome sauce.
That
And we
was
really
cool.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. Firepower 1980 was the first one,
Okay,
Idol.
there
Thank
you
you.
go.
That's
Yep.
awesome. It's good info.
I remember that now. Yeah.
And listen, people on the chat, I think it's already apparent that I don't know really that much. And so I
as well am new.
I have no problem you guys engaging, and I will regurgitate what you say. I have absolutely no problem with that, John Spade.
There's a lot of knowledgeable players out there who
Oh
played
my
for
God.
a long time, and I'm not one of them.
Well, there's a good
Yep.
having a good ball.
Yep.
Steven's having a good ball. Good bump over. Yeah. But please, if you know something about this game, the game that we're going to be streaming, or what we're saying is totally ridiculous, let us know. We'll talk it out. We don't mind this at all.
Mark is sweating right now.
Sunshine's up. She is a joy to watch. Yesterday, she put up, I watched her put up on Creature like 300 million.
Amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm just going, ugh. The main goal of the Rolling Stone is to get the 8-ball multi-ball. Okay. 8-ball multi-ball, so now you're, I think you're messing with me.
Yeah.
Or was Bali 1 skate ball first? It might have been. I don't know. Nice try, Abba. I'm not that new. It's not. What was an 8-ball multi-ball game? Wasn't that Apollo 13? Didn't that go bananas?
They did yeah,
Yeah.
which I've never played either.
Get a bonus to
13
19,
ball
hit
multi-ball.
hole, rinse, repeat. There you go. Oops. Okay. It's anybody's game.
Yep.
Mark's
sure
got,
is.
it's anybody's. It is anybody's game. You want to, well, he'll let me know if he wants to come in the middle. Local place just got Apollo 13, and it is bonkers. Yeah, it is.
I would love to play that someday.
I played it.
You have?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a little ridiculous.
Uh-huh. And you got the multi-ball and
Yeah, I
everything?
did it. And I just had like a panic attack with the amount of balls.
Okay.
All right, taking his time.
Yep.
This is like
This is an
this
important
is,
one for
this is
him.
an important
This is
ball.
an important ball
So
for
you
him.
know what? Don't rush it. Take your
Nope,
time.
he tilted
Take your
last
time,
time.
Mark. He tilted last time. Oh.
There we go.
He's gonna stop this, right?
Oh, man. He's making me
Ooh,
nervous.
he's making me nervous.
Oh.
Oh, the old Jiminy Christmas.
Not what he wanted.
All right, it's gonna be tight. No. Stephen Campbell, number 1. Sunshine.
Chapel.
Stephen Chappell, thank you. Sunshine Bond, then Mark Reserve, and Mark Gunner. Again, when you step up to a machine in a tournament and you say, all I need is this, you're already setting yourself up to be screwed.
Yeah.
That's in my opinion, right? Because that I'm already like, I don't know. I walked past a guy at TPF last night just as 13 balls came on the playfield. Yeah, Trumpanchi, that game is a
There's one
13-ball
here.
multi-ball.
There's
Yeah,
one
there
here.
is one here at
Oh,
TPF.
well, great. I
We're
didn't
going to
know
go
that.
play that later.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't be on this mic all day. People will kill me. All right, so we are going to move this, I think. I think it's time for another commercial. What do you think, John
I
Spates?
think that
Let's
sounds
do
like a
another
great
commercial.
idea. Yeah.
Since nobody sponsors the Wormhole ever, so this is pretty cool. All right, let's do this commercial. Brought to you by Twitch, Marco Pinball. Enter your chance to win. I'm not going to do the commercial every round, I promise you guys.
Yeah,
but,
right.
you know, I'm getting used to it. Enter a chance to win. Complete our survey for a chance for an exclusive content for our Wormhole Twitch viewers. A winner chosen at the end of each day. There you go. So sometimes I'll make it a little quicker.
Hold on. Let me, don't go away, ad. Let me get that.
Oh,
There we go.
there you go.
All right.
He's going to enter in a chance to win.
That's right. I'm going to win right now.
You're going to win right now.
Yes.
You're a big winner today.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day. Okay, our producer, Phil Grimaldi, is changing our score play. And we are obviously following this foursome here, which I really like. You know, that we followed a group throughout. And we're going to switch machines. What machine are we on here? I don't know. Phil's going to tell us in a second.
I'm not sure either.
Thank God we have these headphones again.
These are great.
It is so loud in this. Do you ever leave the Wormhole? See, because the Wormhole, you and Tim are basically deaf. And
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, that's okay. It's all right. You're hearing impaired is a better phrase. And so the games are way up. When I drive home, and I live 30 minutes away from the Wormhole, before we started the Wormhole, my tolls, okay, I was paying like $20 a month in tolls.
Okay.
Okay? Since the Wormhole has come into existence, my toll, and there's a new toll road that came through in Houston, I'm at $150. $150
That's
a
amazing.
month
Yeah.
in tolls.
But don't take the toll.
Well, I can't deal with the peasants in the regular lane. And I don't want to be late to the Wormhole because I got to set up this Twitch. And so it's just, anyway, sorry about that. That's just an aside. But, I mean, it is a ridiculous amount of money that I'm spending on the tolls just to get to the Wormhole. But I love the Wormhole so much. But
It's worth it.
on my
It's
way
totally worth it.
home, the point of the story, John, I'm sorry, is on my way home, I don't listen to anything. I
Just
take
silence.
the Tesla,
Yeah.
and it's so silent anyway. And I just need to decompress because this room is loud. And and in front of us is the Wizard. They're still trying to qualify. So, you know, Mandalorian, Stranger Things, Twilight Zone, they're loud. You know, and so we've got the Classics Tournament going on, and then we've got the Wizards still trying to qualify. So it is a debacle here, but
Not a lot of the queues are short today for the Wizards qualifying rounds. So
yeah,
that's kind of nice. If
It
you're
was.
still,
It was. You know, the queues were 7, 8 deep yesterday. Wormhole Pinball MCs, you're killing it. You sound fantastic. The 150 in tolls is so worth it, Jamie. Yes, thank you, Hutski. You're totally right. And the state of Texas thanks you for your contribution, Polar. Well, they build them, right? And they say, hey, you're not going to need, you're only going to pay tolls for 2 years or 3 years until it pays yourself. And then they never take it away from
It
you.
never goes away.
It never goes away. Hey, thank you, Lisa. Oh, here we
Hey.
are.
Yeah.
John, let's get in this. So now you get to see our mugs. Isn't this great? Here, I can move this. Look at that.
There you go.
That's
Perfect.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Here we
All
go.
right. Two good-looking dudes right here from Wormhole Pinball. There we go. That's a little uncomfortable to see yourself.
Yeah, it's kinda,
It's
kind of
uncomfortable.
is. Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable. That's okay. I was uncomfortable last night. I went
Yeah.
to bed early, and I was like, ugh, how am I going to talk for 3 hours, whatever many hours it is? And my wife was like, you talk all the time,
Anyway.
nonstop.
Anyway, yes.
You barely ever
Yes.
shut up anyway, so. Believe it or not, we have had tolls removed here in New Hampshire. Well, New Hampshire is the freedom state, isn't it?
Right.
I mean, isn't it that freedom ring? What is New Hampshire's phrase, Polar Bear? And John is killing the beard. It is,
Thanks, Fred.
by the way, his beard
coming in.
is shorter
It is. It
because
was
he had to go
longer.
back to work.
Yeah. I had to,
Okay,
I
it was
cleaned it up.
outstanding.
It was
during
It was
COVID.
outrageous.
It was
Yeah,
outstanding.
I didn't cut it or trim it for probably 18 months. I think.
Live free or die, Polar Bear. Thank you. I'm originally from Long Island, New York, and then I moved to Houston in 1997. So I've lived in Houston longer than I ever lived in my life. And you are a native Texan.
Yep, native Texan.
So,
Moved to
how'd you
Houston
get
in
into
96.
pinball? Talk to me while we're waiting.
Me? How did I get into pinball?
Yeah.
Went to arcades, probably 1980 to
Yeah.
85. As a 10 to 15-year-old, I would go to the mall and go to the arcade in Baytown, Texas, and
Really?
Chances, and played those games, and then didn't for 25 years, 30 years, didn't play at all. And then Tim,
Tim?
my college roommate, invited me down one day to play pinball. He said he bought some pinball machines, and went down and played, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Shot some ramps, remembered, had some beers, it was great. Went home, didn't think about it. 3 or 4 months later, calls me back. I come down, we play, have a good time.
And it was Ghostbusters, wasn't it?
Well, he had, at the time, it
At the
was
time?
Adam's Family, and
Okay.
it was Metallica, and he thought I'm a big Metallica fan. He thought I would really enjoy the
Yeah.
Metallica, and I did. It was fun, but I didn't. And then one day he got Ghostbusters, and I went over and we spent 4 hours.
Thank you,
And he
Marshall,
taught
for the
me-
follow.
He taught me how to lock a ball, hitting this to lock a ball, go here to lock it, 3 of that, multi-ball, and it was exciting. And then he taught me you hit this to start a mode, and then during the mode you're trying to hit these shots, and I just
And
couldn't,
you're just
couldn't quit
hooked.
thinking about it. The next day
Hooked.
I was just
Yeah.
And then I started realizing that every game has its own thing.
Has its
And
own
I
set of
just-
rules.
It sucked me in.
Yeah.
It sucked me in, and I love it so much. So
I went, you and Tim invited me to a league,
yeah.
and I walked up and I introduced myself to someone. He goes, "How many machines do you have?" I said, "I don't have any pinball machines. I don't play pinball." And they started laughing at
Yeah,
me. They
yeah.
said, "You'll see."
Yeah.
And boom, now I'm hooked,
Yeah.
and it's been 3.5 years, and it's just been fantastic. Idle Man said he had 3 machines in his college dorm room: Meteor, Fathom, and Flash
Oh.
Gordon.
Oh,
Those are
wow.
nice.
Oh wow.
Meteor.
I can't wait to play Fathom. I've never seen one in person. I've never played one. I'm so excited to.
Let's go back to the main. I think we're
Okay. Yep.
we're
Oh,
ready
yep.
to go here.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
we
Frontier.
are getting ready
Awesome.
for Frontier,
I
which is
absolutely
really awesome.
Adore this game.
And our producer, once again, Phil Grimaldi, is kind enough to change so that we know. Okay,
Joe Fox.
Joe
Jr.
Fox Jr. Oh, and he drained.
One of the things that I love about this game are the background sounds. There are crickets in the background.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool.
So
And it's-
this is a tiebreaker, right? Okay. So yes, this is a tiebreaker. Thank you, Idols. Again, keep us. Oh, bump that over.
Oh,
Nice.
So what you want to do?
Talk
in
to me about this machine.
Is you want to get? I believe it's ABC. And so see, they just
Shoot inline drops, says Idol.
inline drops over here. Yep, inline drops on the left. Oop, that was good. It's fast too.
It's fast.
It's a fast game. But you see the grid down here at the bottom. You wanna,
Yeah.
You wanna
Ooh.
get,
Oh, it's twitching a little.
Yeah,
Our feed's twitching a little. I
Yeah.
might have to get the producer. We'll see. Crickets and Wild West, Elwyn. First time chat viewer, Pinball Rebel, go Austin. Yeah, there's a good Texas rivalry between the leagues, but fun
Yeah.
rivalry. I don't think,
Yeah.
obviously we're from Houston and we're going to love our Houston guys, right? But I mean, but go Texan. That's totally good by me. Yeah. Trap up, where are we going?
Yeah.
Trap up, where are we going?
Okay, and inline drop targets, and that
he
did not pay off.
One inline drop lights right spinner.
Ooh, okay.
Got frogs, go Houston. Yeah, I mean, it's a good Texas rivalry, right? But it's a good rivalry. Because they're really great leagues. You know, if you are a first-time viewer of a pinball tournament and you like pinball, research your city and a league because it is fantastic. It's addicting. They're great people. I've not met one jerk in pinball. It's just fun. And everyone's here to have a good time, and they'll show you and they'll teach you the rules of these games because they want to pass on the knowledge, John, like you wanted to pass on and that Tim wanted to pass on, and that Phil and all these guys. I mean,
that was nice.
Good save.
There we go. See on the left, he's got all of the A's basically lit up, 4 of them.
Right.
And only one. So he needs to get some B's, which are dangerous. It's this target right in the middle.
But as a bally, don't shoot the middle, right?
Don't shoot the middle, exactly. Yeah. If you can get it up top and it can roll over the middle lane, that's a way to get them. Now it's like taking a moment here. Okay, going to go for the inlines. Good.
Audio, no. There you go.
Nice. Oh, no. Oh, nice. There we go. Get up there.
Austin Kemp having a good.
Yeah.
Oh, Pinball Rebels, the Austin Kemp team from DFW. I got it. I figured it out, Pinball Rebel. I'm here like talking about the city of Austin, and the gentleman's name is Austin. All right, we're smarter than that. That was a mistake. Don't unfollow us for that mistake, please. That was it's early. I've only had one Diet Coke. Oh,
that
yeah.
hurt.
Good ball, though.
Yeah.
Super good ball. Oh, is that? No, that was not a good ball, unfortunately. Sorry.
It wasn't enough.
And Austin tilted. Oh, he didn't need to. Game's over.
Yep.
Well, there you go, Austin. DFW. Austin with the walk away. Congratulations. And sorry about that, Pinball Rebel. I'm better than that. I'm better than that.
Yeah.
It's early. It's my first stream.
And you don't know everybody.
I don't know everybody. Yeah.
That's the thing. You got guys like Phil and these other guys that come up here that have been playing for years, and they know everyone.
Exactly.
You know, and we just don't.
And we're going to get commentators throughout the day that know and that. Okay, great.
Cool.
That'd be great. I'll slide down and let's put Bob in the middle here.
Do you want to sit in the middle, Bob, or do you want to? He wants to sit over here by the plate field.
Okay. All right, Bob's going to join us. Bob, the classic master. We're real excited about that. Get your headphones on when you get a second, and I will turn you on. This way you don't hear him turning on his machine and putting on his headphones and all the loud sounds that come with that, John.
There you go.
Here we go, Bob. Okay, now we can hear you, Bob.
Okay, can somebody do a sound check and make sure I'm at the proper level?
You are at the proper modulation.
I am at the proper level.
I think so. Absolutely.
My big mouth is being just about the right level, huh?
So, Bob, let me introduce myself. I'm Jamie with Wormhole, and this is John, and we're
Okay.
at Wormhole Pinball. And,
Okay, pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. And, you know, listen, we're going to be honest with you. We're not the most knowledgeable pinball experts, and that's why you're here. So we need your help, and you're going to definitely talk to us about what's going on in these machines when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
And we say it sounds good from Lord of the Rings breath, and so our sound is good. I'm going to be manning the chat, and you're going to be telling us what's going on in these games. That would be awesome, man.
Okay.
So we're waiting, but what's your background? Talk to me about when you started getting into pinball, how many years you played, all that great stuff.
I've been playing for 50 years.
Wow.
First tournament was in the mid-'70s, and I'm defending Classics champion here, so I do know a little bit. Plus, I wrote the Classics Guide.
That's right.
How to, so which is like the Bible everybody uses for if they're not familiar with a game when they come to the show. what the heck do I do now?
So basically, I should have read that before I sat
Yeah,
this booth.
yeah.
Okay, so that's my bad. I'm
But
sorry.
I mean, I have people come up to me all the time and ask me, you know, like, how do I play X? In fact, I had somebody, you know, one of the people in competition just now ask me how to, you know, play Andromeda because they hadn't seen it since Pinburg several years ago.
Wow.
And you know, basically, you know, if anyone asks, I'll tell them. But you know, it's handy to have the guide out there because that way, if I'm not around, you know, they've got a reference source.
Awesome. How long did that take you to make?
Built it gradually over a couple of years. You know, I still update it periodically if I, you know, catch something where I made a mistake way back when, as far as, you know, some little detail, or I find an additional nuance that I want to add, where, you know, that I discovered, you know, something while playing in competition. It's like, oh, actually, that's, you know, a little better technique than what I had in there originally, so I'll throw that in there. So it does get updated periodically.
Okay, great. So we're in between rounds.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get
Yeah.
here so we can
Did-
see you,
did-
Bob. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Look at that.
What's left of my hair? Yeah.
There you go. You don't need to see me.
Okay.
I'll be off camera.
Okay.
But you got John Spates
And Raymond was commenting, yeah, I look strange because it's like I'm not holding a clipboard taking scores,
Right.
and I'm only wearing one lanyard. So I don't know if you heard that story.
No, I have never heard that story. Please tell me.
Okay, so at Indisc in 2019, was it 2019 or no? I guess it was 2020. Right before, you know, everything hit the fan, I decided that I would wear all of my pinball lanyards.
Oh, wow.
From your excessive
yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah. So I had, you know, like 35 in the front and 35 in the back for weight balance.
Wow.
Wow.
And that was amusing. You know, some folks were coming by and, you know, looking at it and taking pictures. But I just thought, you know, a little tribute to all the shows I've been to over the years.
Very cool.
There's a bunch that I don't have lanyards from because they don't, you know, they didn't produce lanyards for the
Right.
show. And oddly enough, I don't think I have any for Expo because the only times I went to the factory tour was way, way back before they were giving out the lanyards.
That's
And I haven't really had the urge to go back and see it again. You know, I mean, I've seen it enough. I don't need to go back there anymore. But that's the only way you get one for Expo these days, is if you get, you know, like the full pass for everything, which I don't really need at this point.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much. I mean, how many?
Glad to help.
How many-
I've been doing broadcasts for years too.
Great.
Sadly, the longest one I ever did was not archived.
Oh, no.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, when they had the Pin Masters and the Women's Championships in Texas back in maybe 2016, I think I did, you know, like all but 2 hours that day out of the 13-hour stream just because, you know, I was available.
Yeah.
And that was great because, you know, I got more familiar with a lot of the newer players and the women players, you know, that I met them, you know, at places, but, you know, they weren't really as familiar to me as they got, you know, when I was, you know, watching them and doing the broadcast all day.
Are you familiar with my ranking?
No.
Okay.
Which is probably you're probably just fine with that, right?
No, great, because I'm 29, 5, 6.
Yeah,
So
you broke
I
3,000.
really broke 3,000. So
Oh,
isn't
okay.
that exciting?
Okay.
No, I mean,
It's-
I'm not very good, but I'm getting there, right?
Everyone has their own threshold. It's really a matter, you know, how much you want to commit to getting up in the ranks. And, you know, I'm not committed to getting higher than I am just because, you know, I have other interests besides pinball.
Right.
So, you know, I'm not going to spend the time practicing that I did back when I was 25 years old and was in the arcade 2 hours every day. And, you know, if you really want to be, you know, like a top 10 player, you've got to put in the hours.
Yeah. I would be divorced,
Yeah.
quite frankly.
Yeah,
And
I
like
probably
it.
would be too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
So
like her.
I play enough to keep competitive, but, you know,
I mean, I'm
I've
already.
got other things in life.
So our Twitch, our Twitch channel is called Wormhole Pinball. Can you hear me good, guys?
Yeah.
And so what we are, and next time you're in Houston, you got to come by the Wormhole because you're going to love it. It's
Okay.
a private pinball club, and we have hundreds of games that we rotate in and out, 25 at a time, and like we just did pistol poker.
Okay.
And we our collectors, John being one of them, we like obscure old games.
Okay.
And new games too. We have a whole Stern row. So I mean, anyway, next time you're in Houston, hit us up. Okay, we'd love
Okay,
we'd love to
I'm
invite you.
frequently there for the Space City Open.
Well,
Not
before you,
not always. I'll caveat that. My priorities in November are to go to Free Play Florida and Outer Banks. And
Okay.
so if Houston is opposite either of those, then I skip Houston. But if it's not, then I go to Houston. I've been to Houston, I don't know, I think I've done maybe 8 times the Houston show.
It's a ball, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a blast.
It's
yeah.
a blast. It
Yeah,
really
I
is a
especially
blast.
like the fact that they also have, like music.
Yeah.
You have a concert.
We have a
Guest
massive
artist every
DJ,
year.
and we're getting
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
So they
It
started.
was really cool that you had the harp twins.
Harp twins,
Oh,
yep.
I know.
They're awesome.
They had
That
their
was a
own
big hit.
bodyguards.
Yeah.
You know, for creepers. You know,
Yeah.
had to do it.
Yeah.
So are they practicing now, or are they ready to go?
I don't know if they're practicing or
think
not
they're
because it's the Sinbad got rolled in late because it was not it replaced Xenon during the qualifying because Xenon kept breaking down.
So you're on player 4 now.
Okay,
Ball
so
one,
they
player
have
4.
started. Okay.
I
so
don't have over here.
We're gonna
okay.
get that fixed right now.
Okay. Little background on what I figured the optimal way to. Okay. Each Sinbad is a little different. This one, there's a particular good way to play it because of the way the inserts have survived. Have we got pointers available on this or not?
I don't
do
think
not know.
so.
Okay, okay. Anyway, ideally on this particular one, you want to plunge the far left 5,000 lane, which that he just missed there. That's dangerous when you come down over the green rollovers, because if it comes down those at the wrong speed, it'll hit the little post just below the last rollover and sometimes go out the right out directly out the right out lane. I had Zach Sharp lose a match to me one time in Florida because that happened to him on ball 3. Yeah, the ideal plunge is to get the 5,000. Right now, he's trying to finish the targets here to get his bonus multiplier.
Okay.
Yeah, right down the middle. But like I said, the ideal plunge is down to 5,000, the far left red lane, and then the ball will frequently feed below to the left flipper. Okay. That's unfortunate. Basically, he hit the white target to get the 2x bonus, but you have to be careful with the rebound from that. I prefer to get it from the left flipper straight up, because from the right flipper, sometimes the rebound goes down the middle like that one just did. There's your ideal plunge for the 5,000. And yeah, you see, let it roll to the left flipper so you get a better angle on that white 2x drop target there. Yeah, when you can, you want to take backhand shots on Sinbad because they're less likely to drain down the middle. Nice recovery to save that from going out the side.
Thank you, Phil. And I'm sorry about the ads, people. Yeah, I guess there's some, we had some advertisements. You know, you got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
I'll warn people on some Sinbads, you see the bonus value lights in the middle there, 10,000 down to 1,000.
Yep.
On some Sinbads, those have started to kind of crater. And when they do, the ball can just track down the middle right over them. So if you're playing a Sinbad, you need to check that. Because otherwise, when it comes out of the bumpers on the left there below the red target, it'll drain down the middle, tracking down over those rollovers.
Yeah.
Nice save there.
Yeah, John Ross is having a...
Okay. Now he's got his 2X. After the 2X...
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Because extra balls are on this one, I would tend to get the 2X just so that you've got your bonus multiplier sequence started, since you need to get, all of them to get your multiplier. But after getting the white 2X, I'd tend to go for the purple ones next, just because extra balls are on. And you've got a decent chance to get an extra ball on this game the way that it plays.
I'm going to run
So
the
I,
restroom real quick.
yeah, the extra ball, by the way, is you basically get the 3 purple targets on the lower right there, and then go through the second lane from the left on top. Okay, there is his 2X. Dead bounce. Purple target. Okay. One more. He needs the right one. He's got his 3X because he's got both white and yellow. Nice catch.
Oh, that was
It's a little hard to get that one from that position. There you go. Now he wants to go up top and get his extra ball through that second lane from the left. Ideally, you go up the rollovers. You go up the rollovers and you can get a nice, almost.
Oh, nice.
Nice double flip there.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
So,
Still a good
unfortunate. He
ball.
had everything. Yeah, still a good ball. Had everything lit. That gives him a pretty good lead. You know, there's no real say. Oh, okay, good plunge. There you go. Just with the doctor order. Good start. Needs to get that other purple one. Okay, he's got his yellow. Well, the first of the two. Watch the bounce.
Oh,
That's
no.
what I was.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's
And he
what
tilted.
I was warning people about.
Yep.
It comes
Bounce.
down there and hits that post, and it'll go out the right out lane. You got to nudge it just right to not drain there.
You kind of nudge it before it gets to that post.
I tend to nudge it as it hits the post
okay.
rather than before.
More drive it a little higher. Than,
Yeah. So they're guaranteed no better than third. Yeah, you can get it up top, multiple ways, obviously, but the, best one as far as getting a good chance to get it to go in one of the lanes is to go up the rollovers on the left. Look out. Okay. There's his white target for 2X. Got to be careful when it comes out through the spinner lane there. And watch how it's.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, when it comes through the spinner lane, you have to pay attention to, is it going to drop, basically watch its movement as it enters it. Is it going to drop straight? Is it going to angle right? Is it going to angle left? Because it'll drain down the middle if if you don't gauge properly the way it's going to feed through it. Okay, there we go.
Good.
He's got, okay. He's got two of the purples. Still needs the white. Take the purple. Okay. He's got his extra ball lit, if he can get it up there. Dead bounce. Oh, I would have dead bounced, but okay.
Yep.
Try and nudge it over.
Oh.
Nope. Not quite enough. Good try, though. So, yeah, close for first and second, close for third and fourth. So, Raymond with the early lead. Yeah, I found that's one of the key feeds to look for on the Sinbads is both, how it comes down the left orbit over the rollovers and how it feeds through that center spinner lane. When it's coming down the right side, generally it's safe and comes clean to the left flipper. Not necessarily where you can catch it, but you can usually either catch it or flip away. And like I say, when it comes down the lane on the left between the spinner and the rollover orbit, it usually comes to the left flipper unless it starts tracking over those inserts. So never bother to shoot the spinner for advanced bonus. There's too much risk of it, slamming into the bumper and going out of control. You're better off just focus on getting your drop targets and going up top. Interesting format here where they play, you're in essence picking a bank because you choose, we're going to start with this machine and then move to the right. In some ways, I like that better than picking 3 individual machines where you actually have to pick a bank. It makes it a little less skewed toward the high seed.
Yep. Okay.
They're still getting choice of a set of games, but they're not getting like their three.
Be able to cherry
they're not
pick.
getting their
Right.
3 favorites to cherry pick.
Right.
Yeah.
I see
So
what
it's
you're
an
saying.
advantage, but it's not as steep as an advantage And I think I actually like that a little better for competitive purposes.
Definitely, yeah, I would agree with you.
Well, once again, we are live at TPF, Texas Pinball Festival. I'm Jamie, John. And
Oh, and let me give it, I'm just checking the chat here. I haven't seen, I haven't been looking at who's online here. So, yeah, let me give a shout out to Dalton and Tim in particular. Hi, guys. Good to see you're online.
we have 75 viewers. Pretty darn exciting.
Okay.
You know, pretty darn exciting. I'm blown away.
I'm guessing I know a lot of them, but I don't recognize their handles.
Oh, yeah, you're never going to know their handles.
Yeah.
First time chat.
My handle is, blatantly obvious, so.
What is it?
It's BMU.
BMU, there it is.
Or BMU 1, I think.
Ah,
There you go.
So,
Pinball is giving you a shout out here.
yeah.
So do we know what game will be next?
Well, basically, since they're going in sequence, they would play Ali next.
Playing Ali
Okay.
next. Okay.
Yeah. And for Ali, Ali's one of the games where it's really important to get your bonus multiplier as high as you can on ball 1 because it holds over.
Okay.
Ali's like that. Galaxy's another one that's like that. And there's a huge advantage to any player who can get their multiplier up on ball 1. In the case of Ali, it's the 3 drop targets at the upper left horseshoe that you need to hit.
First time chat. Thank you, Cobb. We want C-Ray. That's what they want next, C-Ray.
Well, I haven't even seen a C-Ray in the show, so I don't think there's one in the
Okay.
building.
No,
I do not think there is a C-Ray in the building. I did go down to the show last night for a while
You
and
did?
wander around things. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff on?
Yeah. It was, as usual, there were some games that were not working properly, or
Of course.
I actually broke one. I was playing, which one was it? I think there were a couple where there were duplicates. I think there was a couple of kisses, and there were a couple of nitro ground shakers. And I was playing one of the nitro ground shakers, and the ball popped up into the plastic and broke it right above the right above the saucer where you collect your bonus and advance your bonus on the upper left. So I was like, okay, turn it off and find the owner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going on Ali here. Like I say, it's those 3 drop targets at the upper left that should be people. Okay, he's got his one set of them there
These
for a
3
bonus.
drop targets here.
No, it's the 3 at the very
right here,
upper
right
left
there.
by the
Okay,
horseshoe.
gotcha.
Yeah, that's what you want to get first. Because like I say, those are your bonus multiplier.
And this is Raymond Davidson playing.
Yep. Yeah, Raymond and I are old acquaintances. Nice catch there. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's his second set. So now he's got 3x bonus.
Yeah. Okay.
He's going to try and just keep it moving. That was a fortunate feed there. Power in lane. Nice
that
little
was-
bank shot.
that
Yeah,
was nice.
Now see, on a lot of Ali's, you can backhand those drop targets. But on this one, the way the slingshot hangs over the left flipper is just enough that it's really not a safe shot, especially for the. You might be able to get the rightmost one, but the other 2, it's really hard to get them unless you have it, like roll on the flipper and then come back.
So he's
It's
up
also,
4x.
yeah, and I'm also guessing that he might have been trying to get the collect bonus there. Yeah, that could have been a bank shot, but it's probably more likely he was trying to do a collect bonus shot and just just aimed low, or just missed low rather. But like I say, went in there. But like I said, he's in decent shape now because he has 3x bonus that's going to carry over to the last 2 balls.
Up comes John
and
Ross.
a decent point value too. So that gives him a good edge. And the unusual thing about this Ali, those 3 top saucers, ALI, the ball actually doesn't settle in them as high a percentage of the time as it does on a typical Ali. For whatever reason, it rims out a little bit more than most Alis. It's not a big deal, but it's nice when it settles into it.
Stephen Chappell.
It feels like you're a little more in control. See, like there, it just rimmed
right
out.
out,
Yeah. And when it comes out like that, it's more likely to go off in strange directions. Okay, completed his first bank of targets.
Yeah.
Cradle up. Second bank for 3X.
Ooh, nice save.
See, now on some machines, someone would, back there, they would have let that dead bounce. But since what he wants most right now is the drop targets, and that was the flipper he wanted to shoot him with, rather than let it dead bounce, he just, one-timed it.
Yeah.
That's awesome skill to be able to just think about that instantaneously.
Right through the letters there. Yeah, like I say, it does it a little more often on this one than on most.
Oh,
Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty.
That hurt.
Kind of a not quite sling. There are some ollies where you can actually go for the lower 3 bank and make a kind of a combination bank shot off of those into your multiplier targets.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't work that well on this one, which is why you'll see people shooting the multiplier targets direct rather than trying to bank them off the targets over by greatest there.
Nice backhand there.
Yeah. But you have to do that as it's coming into the flipper. If it's from a cradle, it's not that reliable.
Oh,
So,
pretty.
yep, but he's got his 5X now, so now it's just build up bonus and collect it. And the build up is kind of just keep the ball in play and hit things.
And the collected is on the right.
The collect is the saucer on the right, yeah.
Dalton's having a tough time getting
So-
over the umbrella. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a nice
So
umbrella.
yeah, he tried to get the collect there, but hit the post just above it and got drained out the right outline. It is a fairly tight shot. The feed from it's pretty nice when you shoot the collect, because on most ollies, including this one, it'll come out and you can generally trap it up on the right flipper.
Thank you, Dalton. Oh,
Oh,
John.
nasty feed.
I'm not going to say it, but you know what it is. Unlucky.
He's doing okay. He's doing okay. Ball 2.
Yep, like I say, you can get that right one, but that's about it from the backhand. And unfortunately, that horseshoe sometimes will drain when you go around it in either direction, by the way. So it is a bit risky when it goes around the horseshoe.
That's nice.
Okay,
He got all
the 3 ollies advance the value of the center saucer. The L1. Again, you can get that rightmost target, but
that hurt.
yep. But really, that rightmost target's about the only one you can backhand from that left flipper. Yeah.
Hey, morning, Jim.
Good morning. Oh, that's Jim.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one he can get. Not quite. Dribbles out. That's the one reachable target from the backhand.
We need to get you an ability to write on the screen. We'll get that next time.
Okay,
Bob,
yeah.
okay?
Carl's got that, with his setup.
Well, there
But
obviously.
but Carl's setup is kind of like the state of the art at this point. So kudos to Carl.
we have aspirations.
Hey, the more people that get it to that level, the better.
So he's got his multiplier up now, yeah.
Yep, he's got 5X.
And then
He's going to try and collect, I'm assuming.
Nope.
Just a hair low. Like I say, it is a tight shot. Just a hair low again.
Oh, so he's banking that off.
Going to try one more time here. That's true. I would just go for the greatest there. Yeah, basically, if it's on the right flipper, just go for greatest.
I see. Okay.
While you're
Oh, great ball,
got a little
though.
ahead of it, but yeah, got ahead of it there.
Really good ball.
But you can see even Raymond is struggling with
Illustrator
making that, that collect shot because of how tight that shot is. It takes a while to get dialed in on it because it's so narrow.
He's got a pretty good lead.
Yep. But no lead is safe on Ali just because of that collect bonus saucer. You get up to 5X and start collecting bonuses.
Oh,
You can blow it. You can blow it up on one ball.
John. All right, here comes Steven. Dalton, thank you for all your help tonight. You are like my producer in my ear. I'm just reading.
And again, he swung a little early and kind of froze the ball and let it drain there. That's what happens when you swing a hair early.
All right, Garrett, let's go. He's had 2 house balls. Oof.
I would have let that dead bounce, but okay. After 2 house balls, he's probably a little,
a little gun shy.
Yeah, it's like, I want to make sure I flip. Hard to blame him.
Take a deep breath.
Okay, again, he got the 1 you can backhand. Now he needs to get the 2 with the forehand there, the middle and the left one.
Play it, yeah. There you go. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I would almost go for the collect there. Yeah, just to use it to transfer the ball to the right flipper for exactly what he did there, for that shot there. Yeah,
Ooh, good save.
Because that's, I mean, you can't post pass that well on most Alis, and if you can do that collect shot, basically it's a transfer with value.
Yep.
Not enough to get up to second, though.
No.
No fishtails. No fishtails in the room.
Nope. So that means our score is going to be Raymond with 8, Steven with 3, Garrett with 1, and John with 2. Raymond's guaranteed to go through, and the others, it's basically a toss-up.
All right, let's switch it back.
8-3-2-1.
Let's switch it back. You want me to be in the middle?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You want to come all the way to the right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
At this point, Raymond, since he's guaranteed to go through, he could go first or or last. Doesn't really matter. He's just kind of, playing to stay loose and get the feel for the game for the next round.
And then I could turn you on so that nobody can hear the whistling. Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
I mean, is Phil Grimaldi the best?
Raymond. Nice job.
Raymond, how are you? You did great. And let me turn this on here. And this is going to turn us on the commentators. There we are.
Okay, hey, I'll let you drive all that stuff.
Yeah, I got it. They showed me how to do it.
Okay.
It's pretty fancy stuff. So how many years have you been playing in tournaments?
First tournament, I think, was in '75.
Okay. Oh, my gosh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
but
awesome.
unfortunately, there weren't that many tournaments the first couple of decades I was playing. That's the downside. There's been more tournaments in the last decade than the previous 4 combined.
Wow. Yeah. So you've seen this hobby just explode, right?
Yeah.
And the competitive edge of the competitiveness and just all these great players. Yeah.
Well, the other thing is the tournament formats have gotten more sophisticated.
Okay.
When they first started out, it was more common to have a format where everybody played a handful of games. Even they might have qualifying. Like over the course of if it was at like an arcade, you'd have qualifying over the course of a week or a month, depending on what kind of volume they were anticipating, and where they just basically post your best score on some subset of the games they have in the place, and then they take the top X number of people to come back on a designated weekend. And then you play some smaller subset of games, and typically they would do a point system. It's kind of similar to what they do now, where you get rank point, position points for but instead of 100 for first and 90 for second and 85 for third or something, since they're just doing the playoffs at that point, they didn't do this 4-2-1-0 or 3-2-1-0 or strikes. It would be more something like maybe 10 for first, 7 for second, 5 for third, 4-3-2-1 like that, and if and anyone below that got 0, and then they would just kind of add that up over the combination of machines you were playing, and it might be as much as just that, just kind of one round of playoffs. It's like, okay, everybody play these. Everybody play these 5 games, and we'll give you your point scores. 10, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and add it up, and whoever gets the most, that's your winner. That was kind of a typical format back in the day, because it was typically run by the arcade operator, and they just wanted something to bring in business and something that was easy for them to administer at the arcade without any big complications. So that was a pretty simple way for them to run things.
Makes sense.
When did a governing body begin? When was the first time that there was kind of an overarching?
There have been multiple attempts to have governing bodies. In fact, I think it was Bally tried to put something together back in the 70s. They actually had, the arcades in their chain do tournaments. Okay. The catch is that you could only compete in a Bally tournament if you went to a Bally licensed arcade.
Sure. And
so if you were someplace else that, focused on Gottlieb's or Williams or whatever, you were out of the loop. Or if Bally just, there were Bally games in your area, but they weren't, linked into the system, you were out of the loop. And then there would be occasional tournaments in big cities. New York had one, Washington had one in the mid-'70s. But again, because there wasn't internet, you wouldn't find out about it. Unless you were connected somehow, and generally the only way you got connected back in the day was if you were close friends with your local operator, and your local operator actually had an interest in things like that, so that they kept tabs on what was going on elsewhere. And if your local operator didn't care, or you didn't happen to ever know or see them because your hours never overlapped when they were in,
you never knew.
Yeah, you never knew about it, never found out about it. I didn't even know about, like Replay Magazine for years. Wow. Because, it's not in the newsstand. If you don't run into the operator and find out, oh, by the way, there's a magazine for our hobby. You didn't know. Yeah. When they ran the U.S. Open in 1980, the guy who ran that, Doug Greer, was trying to set up an organization at the time, the American Pinball Association, I think it was. And their hope was to, replicate that big tournament every year. That was, it wasn't until Papa and Pinburg had been around for like a decade that they actually got bigger than that.
Yeah.
He wanted to do that every year, but again, for whatever reason, that fell through.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, there have been multiple attempts to get things going to keep them. Oh, okay, we're live here.
Yeah,
so
we're live here on
we need to get back.
Stone.
We need to. Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. We're doing great. Oh, unlucky key.
This Rolling Stone is vicious. They had one in the Free Play Florida last November. That one played, fairly tough, but not bad. This one, for whatever reason, is really vicious as far as the drains. You saw one game last round where nobody broke 35,000, and this one just this one for whatever reason tends to be brutal.
So just so you guys know, we jumped to a different group for a moment.
Yeah.
So this is Keith, Steve.
Yeah,
Austin.
but basically, yeah.
Okay, Austin and Camp.
Now,
Austin Camp
on Rolling Stone.
Oh.
Yep. So on Rolling Stone, there's two different kinds of bonus. You'll see in the middle of the playfield 20, 40, and 60 lights. Excuse me, the little circles there. That bonus is produced by getting the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets. The 1 and the 2 are left of the left bumper. The 3 and the 4 are left of the right bumper. And the 5 is the center target below the center bumper. You get all 5 of those, and advances your super bonus to 20,000, and then you can advance it again to 40 and 60. Then there's regular bonus, which you get by, getting the little horseshoe things on the left and right. Those advance the regular bonus. The multiplier for the regular bonus is increased by finishing the rock ROC lanes at the top of the game.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
I learned today that
so and then the super bonus carries over, whereas the regular bonus resets. Okay. So it's really important, if you can, to finish your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
on ball 1.
On ball 1, because then you're guaranteed 40,000 more points with balls 2 and 3. The catch is that you can't directly shoot the 2 or the 3 that well, because the bumpers block your shot to them. You can shoot the 5, although you've got to watch out for the rebound on it. It doesn't go down the middle.
Right,
the 1 and the 4 you can get cleanly from the flippers. The 3 and the 2, you basically have to throw it up there and hope the bumper hits it into it. Your best way to get those is really to put it through the, right there, put it through the K lane and have the, on the skill shot, and have the bumper
Oh, boy, awesome.
hit it into the 3 and put it through the R and have the bumper, basically the ball falls through the R, hits the bumper and goes into the 2.
Oh, okay.
And then the drop target in that far left, way up that far left lane there, you knock that down and then shoot the saucer behind it, and then the ball will go up top and give you a chance to get the lanes up top. So you'll see a lot of people try and get that target down to get the ball up top, because that gives you a chance to get more rock letters and more numbers.
Absolutely.
I read earlier that if the light is lit under the lower pop bumper, that'll spot you one of the rock letters. I'm not sure how you would light it, though.
Okay, so there's that little horseshoe that gives you a bonus advance. Basically, it gives you both points and bonus advances, and the number of points and advances increases each time you shoot the horseshoe.
Oops.
I may need to go hydrate in a minute because my throat's getting a little dry. Is there a?
Can I get you some water?
Yeah, if you can get me some water, yeah.
You do that.
Okay.
John's
Well,
gonna
I
go
don't
get
want to
some
be
more.
coughing into the mic here because my
No,
throat's dry.
and we actually
That's
have a
rude.
cough button.
You have a
That's
cough
how-
button?
That's how awesome it is. You need to cough, tap me, and I can lower your mic.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Don't worry.
Well, let me get back to watching the game
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
So I think he still needs the 2 and the 3. Okay. You know, I would go for the left there. Yeah, get the drop target out of the way and then try and go through there to the top. Still needs the 2. There's the 3. He needs to get the ball on the right flipper to go up top and try and get it to drop through the R into the 2. Oh, he's got a good chance here. Oh, that was unfortunate. It got in the vicinity of the 2 but didn't hit it.
Yeah.
Because that would have been big. Extra 20,000 would have helped. He's already in the lead, but that extra 20,000 would have been really nice to have. Okay, so yeah, the O and the C are actually not the best things to plunge for, because it's just going to go into the bumpers, and you're not necessarily going to get any of the 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. So when you're plunging on this, try and get either the R or the K. And then you'll see just for reference, you'll see there's that target bank on to the right of the bumpers. You'll see the value flashing there.
Right.
The value you get when you complete that target bank is whatever value it's on when you get the last target down. Goes from 5,000 to 25,000, I think. So if you're going to get it, you want to time it to maximize your value there. Go through the K, get the 3 if you can. There's the 3, and sometimes you also get the 4. I think you got them both there. Okay. There's the target on the left. Now he needs to go through the lane on the left to the top. There you go. And then try and nudge this into the R. Needs to get it over on the left side there to get the 1 and the 2. There's the 2. I think he got the 1 as well. It's a little hard to see the lighting here. I think he might just need the 5 to get his super bonus. If so, that should be his top priority over everything else right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got them all. Oh.
I'm turning off the ads, everyone. I don't know what we're doing. I'm sorry. They shouldn't have been on there. I turned them off. Sometimes Twitch just puts them on. It's a setting, and we're turning it off. I absolutely, positively promise. Back to you, sir.
Okay. So Chris here, again, you start from scratch. He has no super bonus, no base bonus, no multiplier. So he's got to just grind his way up here. Ideally, finish the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 once for 20 there, and then hopefully he gets enough in regular bonus to put him over the top. Like I say, I would try plunging for probably for the R, because the 2 seems to be the hardest to get on this one. Okay, slow down here. Slow down. You need to slow the game down. Okay, got his target.
There it is.
Now he needs to go up top if he can. Get another rock letter and another shot at the numbers.
I'm working on it, Daniel.
There we go. There we go. Get the R. Get the 2. Oh, unfortunately, he didn't get the 2. Oh, he tilted. That's why.
That's why
he
didn't
tilted,
get
and
it.
the bumper didn't bump because he had tilted it. Okay, that's too bad because he had a decent chance to at least get into second. Now, one thing that can happen when you're doing this format, where you move, one machine to the right, is if the people in each group choose starting games that are next to each other, you can get backlogged.
Yes.
Because you're ready to move to the right, but the group that started one machine to your right hasn't finished their game yet.
Right.
And that's what's happened in this case.
Okay.
Because the group on Ali that was going to move to Rolling Stone had to wait for the group that was on Rolling Stone.
Okay. So who won this one? Keith?
Well, Austin is, let's see, Austin's won that, so he's got 8. So I think we're in a similar situation to the other group, where the player 1 is guaranteed to go through with 8 points. Austin and Steve each have 3, and Chris has 0. So we have 8-3-3-0. That makes it interesting because now Chris's only chance to get through is for Keith to give him some help.
Yeah. This happened to us.
Yeah, because Chris has to win to get the 4, but either Steve or Austin is guaranteed to get a point. So the best, that Chris can get into is a tiebreaker.
That's right.
And the only way that can happen is if Keith gets second.
That's right. Get that 2 points.
To take away the 2 points
yes.
and force them into 3rd and 4th so that Chris gets a tiebreaker with either Austin or Steve.
Right. But Keith, he has the momentum, so he doesn't want to lay down. He
right.
wants to keep continuing, right?
Right. Now, I've seen a handful of players will play to try and, increase the chance a certain other player does or doesn't get through. But almost all players just, play it like they would normally.
Right.
And let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah.
That's the way I play. That's the way I see people play against me most of the time.
Yeah.
Is you just, you play to get the best score you can, and, the other people, well, it's up to them to prove that they're worth going through to the next round on their own.
I was talking to, let's go here while we're, let's go to this button here. I was talking to Phil Grimaldi at League once.
Yeah.
And I was fairly new to pinball, and he was in a group of fairly new people. And so he's just wiping the floor with us, right? And so I grabbed him after Stranger Things. He'd already put up like 500 million something on it. I said, do you know, is there a point where you say, these guys can't catch me? Or do you say,
thank you,
I'm just going to just make it happen? And he goes, no, listen, you can't think about that. You just have to think about yourself and put up the best score you possibly can put up. And the chips will fall where they may. But if you take your foot off the gas at all, it's just going to mess you up for later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, play out all the absolutely. I totally agree with you. You got to play it out.
Yeah, I've seen rare occasions where it wasn't. I won't name any names. It has happened a few times over the years, but it's the extreme exception to the rule.
Yeah. You got to play them out, and it's frustrating for the new players when someone can sit on a machine, especially the newer machines, forever.
Right.
Right, and it can get frustrating for us, but.
Yeah, and on occasion, it's worked against me, because, I've played hard and, let somebody like, Raymond or, Keith or whoever get through.
Right.
And, well, okay, but if, if you're going to beat the best, then you beat them each round.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure there's, 1 or 2 people floating around out there who regretted, having me get through.
Having you get through. Absolutely.
That's the way it goes.
So we're still turning off the ads. I apologize for that. And
it'll be interesting to see how far Raymond goes here. I've noticed over the years in Classics in particular, that the high qualifier statistically does not actually win that often.
Really?
Yeah, the times I've won Classics events, generally I have not been the high qualifier, and the times I have been the high qualifier, I generally did not win.
Really?
Yeah, just that's the way Classics tends
Yeah.
to run.
Sure. You kind of like to be in the middle. If you could pick where you'd position, would you like to kind of be in the middle?
You always want to be the top seed where
Right.
you have choice.
Yes.
Well, almost always. There are occasions when there's somebody else in the group, and they're gonna if you defer, or if you're not the top seed, that they're still gonna pick games that you like. And so sometimes being like the 2 or 3 seed works out just fine, because they're going to pick games you like, and then if you get to be player 4, you're both on a game you wanted to be on anyway, and you get to see all the other scores in front of you.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes that can actually work out a little better. But ideally, if you have choice, then you don't have to worry about going on a game that you
Okay.
don't like.
So when you play in a tournament where top seed gets choice of game
Yeah.
or choice of position, what do you choose?
Almost always game, but not always.
Okay. It really depends, right?
It really
what the
depends. Yeah.
lineup is.
If I'm comfortable on all of the games, then I'll choose position, or all the games that are available to be chosen, shall I say? Because sometimes you're not comfortable with the entire bank, but the games you've already played have kind of taken some out of consideration. And so if you're just looking at which games are left to play, am I comfortable on all of those?
Right.
And if the answer is yes, then you might as well go last. However, on occasion,
here
you
we
want to
are.
go first to basically put something up. Oh, they've started and we didn't
Yeah,
switch?
we got a new group.
Okay, so yeah, this we need to update
I'm going
the
to.
group here. Yeah, this is our original group with top seed Raymond, and again, he's guaranteed to go through, so he's just playing to stay loose here.
Oh, okay.
And it really, it's really the other 3 people. I think it's 8-3-2-1 if I remember right. So it's the other 3 people who are fighting for that second spot. There you go. Get the target down. Go up top. Try and nudge it into. Okay. So yeah, Raymond's just playing first and getting out of the way. Sometimes you go first just because you're comfortable going first, and sometimes you can there's also like a little bit of intimidation factor. If you have a good first ball, that can kind of psychologically impact your opponents. That's part of why I don't shoot those horseshoes. They shot the horseshoe bottom and it came out the top and straight down the middle. You're going to get some randomly just on shots where you can't put the ball where you want it, but it's not worth risking shooting by choice.
And those that are watching, I think we officially turned them off. If you see an ad, you let me know, and we will fix that, because that was never supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But
okay.
There you go.
Yeah, this is a game where there's, like I say, those 2 horseshoe things I would not
Ooh,
bother with. You're like I say, you're going to get some randomly on shots where you just aren't able to get the ball, to the top of the machine. But they're not that valuable compared to getting the super bonus and the bonus multiplier, which you get with the numbers and the letters.
And this is Chris. Chris needs good balls.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't got the group switched over yet. No, that's
Rolling Stone?
that's not this group though, because this is the group with Keith. Or excuse me, with Raymond. With Raymond and Steve and Austin.
All right, let me refresh this page.
So we need to refresh that. Sorry, guys.
I'm learning. Let me go get Phil.
Okay. Hang on. Phil, Yeah, we need to switch the group over. Nice little tip there. That's what you needed to do. He needed to get it to the other flipper, so he just held it up for a little tip there. Nice dead bounce. There's his drop target. Cradle up and shoot that left orbit to the top. Oh, a little low. Look out, look out. Nice recovery.
Got it changed.
Nice recovery, because that was about to go out the out lane. And again, he's, as is typical, you know, people are missing the 2 and the 1 here. Oh, sling drain. I hate sling drains. I mean, that's the way the machines are designed.
Yeah.
But they're really a pain in the ass. to be blunt.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I assume he's going to go up top here. Basically,
Ooh.
decided to transfer. Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Except it could go outside the drain.
Yeah, if you're comfortable transferring on this one. Nice little combo there.
Good dig.
Flipper combo, that is.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got his 2. That's the hard one. Dead bounce. He's got the 1, 2. I think he just needs the 5 now for the super bonus. If so, he should get that over everything else. Some folks don't know to do that or don't remember to do that, you know, because at that point that's more important than going up top.
Yeah. Here comes Garrett.
Since it's an instant 20,000. Folks are having trouble getting that R. See if he gets the 2 off the bumper here. Yes, he got the 2 off the bumper. Okay. I think he got the 5 there just by accident with that save. So he's got the, I think he's got the 1. I think at least one of the lights is out. So now he needs to get the 3. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, get control here. Get that target. Oh, unfortunate rebound. Still in the lead.
Yeah.
There's a potential for a tie here.
Yeah, there really is a 3-way tie possibility.
Well, no, because Garrett with the first would have 4, and Steven with a third, which is where he is right now, would have 4.
Right.
John would not be able to. So I think we do have a tiebreak between Garrett and Steven.
But if Garrett finishes second and John finishes third,
see Raymond, right? But see, since Raymond is second, Raymond gets the 2, so it's 4, 2, 1, 0. So that means we have 10. What is it? 10, 5, 5. Oh no, it's 10, 5, 4. Because Garrett. Okay, yeah, Steven only got 1. So Garrett did get through.
There you go. Nice job.
Pull it out the last game.
Yeah. Great comeback.
So yeah, 10, 5, 4, 2. You think the 5 isn't working? I have seen super bonus today, so I know that the 5 is working because there was a player earlier who had the super bonus. But like I say, most people either don't know to hit it or don't remember to hit it.
Hey, Baldzilla, thank you so much. Dalton, I don't know. I think because we have so many cameras and so much, there's only so much we could do. I would love to have a player cam, wouldn't you? A player cam?
It'd be
rather than the room cam?
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a player cam, but, you know, all this gear costs money and time to set up. And
you know what we don't get back? And that's called money. Because you don't make any money doing this, right? You're doing this for the hobby. You're doing this because you love it.
You don't want to know how much Carl has put into his setup.
Oh.
You really don't
No,
want
I
to know.
don't.
You don't even want to know how many digits it is.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't. And so we're buying all this equipment from Phil and Aldi.
Yeah.
So our wormhole is going to get better, but I don't even want to know what he's going to ask me for.
Yeah.
So.
I ran into a couple of the wormhole people last night, and I'm a wise ass, as most people know. So
good.
Let me throw something out here.
Please.
Just a moment. Need another drink. I'm not sure why you guys came up with wormhole. I mean, you know, wormholes are a cool concept as far as science things go.
I'll tell you the true story.
Okay, and then I'll give you an option for an upgrade.
Because well, we've spent a couple of dollars on the branding, so I don't know if we're going to be able to
okay,
change it.
okay.
But basically, we're a private club in Houston, Texas, again, with a couple of collectors that have used their hundreds of games, and we rotate 25 in and out, and they're in great shape. And we started during COVID, and it was just a private club for about 8 of us that were all kind of quarantining together. And all of a sudden you would be there. We didn't have a name for it. We just called it our clubhouse. And then I'm only going to go there for an hour. And then 5 hours later, you're Ubering home. And we said, this place is a wormhole, a time suck.
You time suck. You've been
It's a
sucked
time
in. Okay,
suck.
okay.
And so that's really where
that
it
makes perfect sense.
First time chatter, El Rocco, thank you, Roku. So
Okay.
that's really what would you recommend?
Well, there's just one other thing with Wormhole in it that I really thought was cool. I don't know if you're familiar with the Stargate TV series.
I never saw the series. I saw the movie.
Okay,
I dug
yeah,
the
movie was cool. The series was really cool. I mean, Richard Dean Anderson's great, and he was in both MacGyver, and then he was also the lead.
Right.
He was also the lead guy in Stargate. There was one episode of Stargate they did in like the 5th or 6th season, where the premise was something about some people on Earth had actually, tapped into what was going on by accident and they didn't know it was real, but there was basically someone had created an Earth-based TV show that was, on the premise that there was a device that could transport you, just like the Stargate that they were actually using at Stargate Command.
Okay.
But it was fiction as far as they knew for this TV show. And the TV show was called Wormhole Extreme. And it had 4 characters parallel to the SG-1 4-character team doing the same kinds of stuff for TV instead of, for the actual Stargate Command. And the 2 of them ended up interacting. The real Stargate folks ended up interacting a little bit with the other ones.
We are now on
We're
Andromeda.
now on Andromeda.
So you're
okay.
saying Wormhole Extreme.
And the name of the pseudo Stargate thing, the TV version that was supposedly fake compared to the real Stargate Command was Wormhole Extreme instead of Stargate, the TV show.
I smell a rebranding.
So if you ever want to upgrade to Extreme, now here, you did just what you want. You want to get that target out of the way, and he was trying to get the ball locked there where the green light is blinking. Again, Andromeda, it's all about multi-ball. Make sure you do your lane change to get your multiplier there. Okay, so he's going to try and lock the ball. They just missed a little high. This Andromeda actually plays pretty nice. Missed high again. That's not that uncommon, frankly. So he's going to try and, just kind of making a drop target shot there as a placeholder. There you go. And by the way, that lock shot he just made, on most Andromedas, including this one, I know from experience, you can shoot that lock and have the ball go straight through the lock to the top 3 lanes.
Okay.
Now he needs to get that stand-up target where the green light is blinking just above the left bumper. And it's it's an interesting angle for that shot because it's really late on the flipper. Oh, yeah. It's really late on the flipper, and that little corner of the machine that juts out above the bumper shields it a bit from a shot that's a little low. So if you miss low, you're not going to have it, kind of slide up into it.
That pop bumper there can cause a lot of problems, right?
Yeah. Now, the other thing is you can steal on Andromeda.
Oh, I love that.
So now the next player, you see that light is still blinking. Basically, if they can hit that target, they get the multi-ball
so
that
just
the
like
other
Sorcerer,
player, that the other player did all the work for. I would have let that dead bounce to the right flipper to try and get that multi-ball started. And then during lane change, they don't know about lane change. They need the lane change to finish the 3 lights there. This game does have lane change. Use that right flipper to change it. But again, right now, top priority is to...
Oh, there he goes. What was the first lane change game, if you can remember?
I'm not sure what the very first was. I'd have to check my notes. I know, Firepower was one of the earlier ones, but I don't know for sure what the first one was.
We were talking about it earlier.
I'm sure somebody who's more into, I know a lot of pinball stuff, but I'm not into like the trivia angle of,
Dalton thinks it's Firepower.
Yeah, I'm not into the trivia angle, so I don't remember a lot of like the first things, even if I played them at the time and it was the first. I haven't got them all memorized. Gorgar the first would sound like that, obviously. Oh, that was a really lucky break because he got a slingshot rebound into the multi-ball start. So now he wants to rip that spinner, which is just to the right of where the lock shot was.
The chat is convinced it's Firepower, so.
Okay, well, I was right with Firepower. That's what I thought, but like I say, I'm not a pinball trivialist, even though I know a lot of this stuff.
Even though you wrote a manual.
Yeah, I never bothered to check, what was the first to do X. Because, the fact that it was the first didn't mean a whole lot to me. It's just, knowing what it is when I need to know it. Again, they're going to try and restart multi-ball here, so he's going to try and lock the ball. Where that green arrow is flashing on the left there. I would be holding, on this game, I would be holding the left flipper up a little more often when the ball is in that bumper, just so that you don't get it slammed down the middle past you. Just kind of hold that flipper, left flipper up for defense. On occasion, you get a bad bounce off it, but you're going to save yourself more times than you're going to lose it by doing that.
Super great ball from Austin.
Yeah. But again, that's because he started multi-ball.
Yeah.
By chance, as it turned out, but okay, that's part of pinball.
It is.
If you get a break because your opponent sets you up or because the machine does something nice for you, you've got to capitalize on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get a lucky break, you pounce.
Thank you, Squid Pops, for the follow. Oh.
Tough out lane there. It's a narrow enough little area there between the return lane and the out lane. You don't have a whole lot of opportunity for nudging to get the ball to do what you want. Sometimes you can nudge it out, but usually it goes. It goes in quick enough and decides where it's going to go so fast that you can't do much about it.
Good lane change
but again,
there.
But again, since you only have the one out lane,
look at that bumper.
Slam
that
there.
Is just brutal.
Yeah, brutal.
That is pinball, Dalton.
And again, you've got to get your multi-ball here. You can get decent points without it, but you're not going to win the game points without it.
Okay. There it is.
So there's the target. Now go up there. And again, when most people, this is something kind of for all you players to keep in mind. When you miss, make note of which way you missed. Did you miss high? Did you miss low? And when you watch other people play a game, when they miss, do they miss high or do they miss low? Like I say, on Andromeda, the pattern on that on the lock shot is that people miss high. So just keep that in mind.
Green.
It's both the lock shot and the multi-ball restart tend to be a little later than you think.
Yeah, he almost had it. Right
almost.
There.
Yep.
Just missed it. All right, here comes Austin.
So Austin's in a position where he can kind of coast here. I wouldn't. I'd still play it out. He still doesn't know about the lane change. But having started multi-ball, he's in good shape. If this was a more heavy hitter group, I would be less optimistic about his chances. But this group doesn't have a whole lot of heavy hitters in it, so that gives him a better chance of going through. And again, now if he can start his multi-ball here. One thing I found out the hard way, though, is, on this one, the dead bounce doesn't always go all the way across.
Okay.
My qualifying game, I just played it once, And on ball 3, I had let it dead bounce left to right a couple of times to, set up the target shot and the lock shot.
Oh, he's so close.
But and again, he gets it off the sling. Starts the multi-ball off the sling. Yeah, but the third time, the dead bounce was a dead bounce. It did not make it across to the other flipper. So again, you got to watch out for how fast it's coming down. And now you notice his spinner value has gone up. You see the lights below the spinner are both lit. So that means his spinner value is maxed out here. So even without multi-ball, that spinner is really valuable right now.
But he needs the first, to move through.
Well,
right.
at this point, where's he going? Basically at this point, Austin is through.
Oh, okay.
Because Keith was guaranteed to go through. All Austin had to do was beat Steve.
Beat Steve, that's right.
And not have, Chris be first. And actually, even if Chris was first, as long as he beat Steve and wasn't third, to Steve being fourth, he was going to go through.
Okay.
So since he's first and he's,
And we're only on ball 2. We got plenty of time to go.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't see it was ball 2. But like I say, he's in really good shape here. Because like I say, like Chris's only chance, like I say, is if he's first and Keith is second.
Right.
And right now, Keith is distant third.
He's in good shape, but no guarantee. Ooh, unlucky there, Chris.
Yeah, so it's Austin's looking really good here. Steve's got a hill to climb. It's doable. But like I say, you start multi-ball, and all bets are off.
This is a beautiful version of this game, right?
Yeah, this one plays nice. Yeah. I'm sure Colin remembers Andromeda fondly from Pinburg.
He knows about the lane change.
Yeah. And again, this is just, when the ball is up on the bumpers, it's just kind of killing time, giving you a few random points. And,
okay.
But that's.
There it is.
Yeah, and again, it hit the sling just in the wrong spot where the sling kick wasn't full power,
right.
And it hit it just hard enough to deflect it so that it went down the middle. So now the question for Steve is, can he start and play a long enough multi-ball to catch Austin? I believe Steve won the state for Utah one time.
Oh.
He's right on the Nevada border, if I remember. So Austin will successfully go through to the next round, along with Keith. That does it there.
Yeah, that does it.
Because even if Chris wins, Austin's going to get second, and that's going to be more points than Chris can get, 5 versus Chris 4 with a win.
Yeah.
So Austin is through to the next round. Good for Austin.
Where do you live?
I first met Austin, probably 10 years ago when his dad, Ken Kemp, was one of the ones that was running the Texas Pinball Tournament. He and, Ken and Marcus were the ones running it back in the day. So, yeah, I first met Austin when he was, about the same height that Josh Sharp was when I first met him.
I'm going to try to get you the standings here.
Do we have any tiebreakers in any of the other groups? Do you know that? We don't have the. Yeah, see if you can pull up the screen for where all 4 matches in the round stand.
Let me see
if we have any tiebreakers coming down.
Okay.
Now, Chris might as well play his heart out because, hey, there's, whoppers available for finishing higher. And if he, does win this game, he's going to get a higher finish than if he loses this game. So go for it. Always worth playing it out. Assuming you care about whoppers, which most people do these days.
Most people do these days. I am ranked terribly, and I care about whoppers because I'm trying to get my rank better, you know. Let me get
see,
our
there's the
producer here.
spinner, but since neither of those lights by the spinner's lit, it's on minimum value. Then, you know, good that he's using the left flipper as defense. And again, you see somebody missing the lock shot to the right side. They missed high. Like I say, that's very typical of Andromeda. You missed high. So he finished the 6 drop targets there, and that's why you see the light below the spinner is now lit. So he's increased the spinner value. When you finish those 6 drop targets, they're all supposed to be red. One of them's a replacement and is white right now. But you finish those drop targets, that raises your spinner value. There you go with the lock. Okay. Even if he doesn't win, you know, if he at least gets second, he improves his standing. Yeah, Austin's going through. That's guaranteed. We're just watching Chris to see if he, you know, ends up with more points. So if there's a tiebreaker or something involved, we can go to the tiebreaker. Or if there's another group that's, what do we got here? Okay, so all the other groups are done. And do we have any tiebreakers? Doesn't look like it. Jermaine and Walt, Sebastian and Zach, Keith and Austin, and Raymond and Garrett. So no tiebreakers this round.
No tiebreakers. There you go. All right, let's go back to the main here. Look at this. We got switches. It's just awesome. Okay, and then
push the little button.
And then
you got to push the little button.
We're on Andromeda, right?
Yeah, we're on Andromeda. Somewhere, I don't remember what it was. There was some show that had a line about push the little button for complete annihilation. Okay, so he's got his multiple. You saw him go for the spinner there. Oh, and the 2 balls crashed into each other, and nasty double drain out of multi-ball. That's too bad, because he had the spinner value maxed out there with an opportunity to gain some ground. Like I say, when you see both white lights lit below the spinner, that means it's at max value. Okay.
Well, we're learning all kinds of new stuff here at the Wormhole.
Good.
So this is great. And Dalton has been our biggest fan. Thank you, Dalton, so much.
Dalton, when am I going to run into you next? Are you going to be in Wisconsin? I'm going to be up there in a couple weeks.
Where's Dalton from?
Shoot, I don't remember.
Where are you from originally?
Well, originally I'm from Rochester.
Okay.
Currently I'm from Southern California.
There you go.
There have been a variety of places in between. I won't bother to give you an inventory.
No worries. Yeah, I'm originally from Long Island, New York, and I live in Houston for the last 20 years.
Okay.
20, 30 years.
I've moved between the coast more than a few times, so.
And Dalton's in Georgia. There you go. First time chat, Kyle Birch. That's a good looking kid there, Kyle Birch. You know why? Because that's my son.
Okay.
First time viewer. He said, very professional. Good job. Thank you, Colin. All right, let's turn it on us. Oh, I have to do an ad. Are you ready for this? You ready for me to read an ad?
Okay.
Watch this.
You want a drum roll?
Here it is. Brought to you by twitch.tv/Marco Pinball. Enter to win. Complete our survey for your chance to win. Get your QRC codes out now. An exclusive contest for Wormhole's Twitch viewers. A winner is chosen at the end of each day. 4 different chances to win. Marco swag. Look at all this stuff. Great commentary. I'm getting lots of props. And look at this. There we are.
And yeah, I am a Marco fan. So.
Yeah. There you go. All right, so we're going to be switching the games out in a minute, and we'll take it live there. And in the meantime, here is our mascot for, do you like dogs? Not particularly? I can see your face.
No, just, I was going to preface this with a statement. My wife is a veterinarian.
Oh, okay.
So we do not have a dog at the present. She used to have dogs. now the only dogs we have are when she brings work home.
Mwah. Well,
Which is something that happens on occasion when you want to, sometimes you keep it in the clinic overnight because, it's okay, but sometimes you need to actually keep a closer eye on it. And once in a while, there will be a little surprise at home.
Well, this is
the biggest surprise was when it was a Doberman. But but Dobermans aren't as mean as it's basically the owner that makes a dog bad, not the breed. It's just that there's some breeds where if the owner makes them bad, they're actually more dangerous just because of their capabilities.
Well, that was Daphne. She is a flippin' Frenchie, and she is the Wormhole Pinball mascot.
Okay.
So sorry about that, people.
No worries.
Okay, so we are on.
So we are in the semifinals, and again, there's the white target to get your 2X. And now you want to get the yellow ones and the purple ones. Again, at this point, I would probably go for the purples over the yellows just to try and get the extra ball because they're active. But you're going to need them both anyway, so okay, there you go, up top through the lane, well, whatever you want to call it. Again, you get a decent feed there when it comes out the right side. Okay, try and get the purple target. Needs the leftmost purple target yet, I think. Again, no. Probably would have flipped a hair early. Okay, cradle up. Nice backhand. So now he's got everything lit, and he wants to go. Now, when you get everything lit, it starts counting down the bonus immediately. Nudge it. Oh, almost the extra ball. Gets 5,000 instead. Actually, it's a special, so I don't know if he even gets points for that. Because, when you finish the red targets, the 5,000 that lane's normally worth changed as a special. And I'm guessing that might not be worth anything right now. But he wants to go up top and get that second lane from the. Look out!
Boy.
Yeah.
Saw that coming,
when you finish your 10 drop targets to get the 5X, it immediately starts counting down your bonus, and you get 5 times whatever you've built up to date, and then you have to complete the targets to get your 5X multiplier back, and the bonus value resets as well.
Ooh, good save.
Nice recovery there. Okay.
Again,
Again, he's got both the white and the yellow for the 3X right now. So he needs to get the ball set up to get the purple ones for the extra ball lane and the 4X. Ooh, slow down here, slow down. Okay, up top through the orbit. Watch, make sure nudge there. Okay.
Oh, scissor. What do you do here?
You have to do a very, it's like a tap pass flip.
Oh, that's brilliant.
If you have to do kind of a tap pass flip to get it out without having it go below. If it's in there too deep, you're not going to get it out. But that was far enough down at the end of the flipper that little kind of tap pass mini flip was enough to release it without having it go behind it.
Awesome. That was fun to watch.
But if the ball had been a little further to the right, he wouldn't have been able to get it out of there without draining. Well, okay, he's got to watch out there. Again, you're at risk of it draining out the right on those. So he's got the white already. They've been pretty efficient at getting the white target. This Sinbad plays really nice, by the way. Again, that's safer coming down there than going through the middle between the spinner, through the spinner. Yep. But you miss and you pay the price.
A couple of people on Twitch are not a huge fan of this game. What about you? What do you think?
I'm a big fan of this.
You like it?
I really like Sinbad, yeah, because it's a good game for ball control and precise shots, but without it doesn't. I like some of the older games where you don't have guaranteed safe ball return to the flipper things with like with ramps and orbits. You basically have to be on the ball at all times as far as where the ball is bouncing. But, you can generally maintain control with careful nudging.
So we're in the semifinals. Pretty exciting. It's going pretty quickly, hasn't it?
And again, you've got to, again, you're doing, precision drop target shooting here.
Yeah. They said that.
And there's nice strategy. You've got to get the targets in a particular sequence to maximize your value.
It's also good for learning how to drop catch. That's some of our
Yeah,
viewers.
good for learning drop catch, and also it's like I say, it's a good game for strategic nudging and strategic dead bouncing, like right there.
Right.
It can get rather frenetic at times, because if you're shooting at the drops and you're getting really fast rebounds, sometimes you don't have a lot of time to react if the rebound's not going somewhere safe. Basically, once you get those drop targets, you do not want to hit the the area where the drop targets were.
Okay.
Because now it's going into basically like a bare rubber, and it's just going to smash itself straight back at the flipper really fast, like that.
Okay.
Or like the previous one at the purple bank did. See, right now he's got his extra ball lit, so he needs to get the ball up top. And again, going the orbit is the safest route. It's not the easiest shot of the three, because you can get it up top a little easier by going the lane.
Oh, Raymond.
Just to the side of the orbit. There's a little wider gap there, but the orbit is more likely to actually go where you want it when you go up there.
And here comes Garrett.
So Garrett coming up on ball 2 here again. Okay, so you got it again. Got his targets in a hurry there. He's already got both the white and the yellow ones for 3x. And I think he just needs one more purple for his. Oh
no, Garrett.
Just need one more purple for the extra ball light, but nope. Yeah, like I said, the Sinbad plays nice. It's less drainy than some other Sinbads I've played.
Okay.
Both in terms of the not draining off the inserts coming down below the red lane there, and not super drainy down through the center spinner even. I haven't seen too many balls do that this weekend. Plus the dead bounces between flippers. The flipper rubber's in pretty good shape, because the dead bounces are nice and clean.
Yeah. Well, that's what Yancey's saying on our Twitch chat, that ultimate dead bounce game.
Yeah. It's a really great game for learning dead bouncing.
Well, I'm gonna have to get one at the Wormhole.
Okay.
Because I suck at dead bouncing. It's just not natural for a new player.
And there's actually more than one version. There's another version called Eye of the Tiger.
Okay.
So if you see that, it's basically the same play field. I think it's a matter of one is 2-ball, or 2-player, one's 4-player, or something like that, or one might be EM and the other solid state. I forget which. It's in my guide's time. He got the extra ball there, so.
Okay.
So decent bonus, 4 times 12 for 48. So that'll put him temporarily in second, but that extra ball gives him a chance to move up to first here. Again, it's only a ball 2.
Right.
But anytime you can get an extra ball when it's alive, go for it. The one place on these you have to be most careful is when the ball is coming right between the upper and the lower flippers. Because on occasion, if you're gonna let it dead bounce, but it hits right on the crease between the upper and lower flipper, it won't give you a clean dead bounce, and it can sometimes just kind of come straight down and drain. You get kind of a little halvesy bounce. It's got the extra ball lit again. Can he get it up there? Again, watch the feed there. Okay, that almost hit that little notch I was telling you about. Now he needs to try and nudge it in the extra ball, but not quite. Maybe.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
Again, he's going to keep. Okay.
Okay.
But some good bonus. That should put him in second. A little closer, so okay. Yeah, this is definitely less drainy than your typical Sinbad, from what I've seen.
Good scores. Play extra ball.
Raymond was telling me he passed my score in qualifying when he got a Lazarus.
Oh,
He had, I put up 400 something, and he said he had about 270, and then got a Lazarus, and then was able to convert the Lazarus into another 200,000 and get a top score on it. Always got to, be alert for that Lazarus.
yeah.
And basically it's an extra ball,
It's an extra ball.
and those can be huge.
That's
Again,
dangerous.
there's your
There it
center
is.
lane down. Your drain down the spinner. That's where you have to really watch how the ball is entering the spinner to prevent it from doing something like that. And see, there it almost drained on him because it
And it did.
hit the crease between the two flippers there, and that gives you a weaker dead bounce.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a weak enough dead bounce that it'll just go down the middle rather than make it across to the other flipper. Like I say, that's where it's dangerous. It's when it's right on that crease between the upper and lower flippers.
None of them are taking much time between plays. They're
No,
getting ready to play.
they're just going.
They're going.
There's a lot less time between players
go.
here than typical.
Scissors was haven't been in a lot of scissor drains in this round.
No.
We saw a bunch in the first.
Okay. Oh, yep. So that's not going to be enough to get him there.
No.
Decent game, but at best third. So now only 34. If he can get this multiplier pretty quickly, he's got a good chance to get there. But that didn't help because he missed his chance for that extra 5,000 on the red lane, on the red lane on the plunge. Got to try and get that 5,000 skill shot. Well, he got it the hard way there.
Oof.
And then, by the way, so since he had finished the yellow targets, you see the lane at the top that's lit yellow. That was actually 5,000 there when he got that, because that lane's 500 when unlit, but once you complete the yellow targets,
Oh, there's that medal.
it,
Good
beco-
save.
it changes value to 5,000. So now he's taking the lead.
Yeah, he has.
And at this point, it's basically don't tilt.
Right.
You've got the lead. Player 4 is quite a ways behind you, so don't tilt. If you could get an extra ball. Lights, yeah, unfortunately, the light switches in this room are on the wall near some of the doors where people sometimes just kind of lean back against the wall. And there's been at least 3 times this weekend, including once when I was trying to qualify, where somebody leaned back into the light switch and killed the lights unexpectedly.
He muscled through it though.
Yeah, he muscled through it.
That's not why he drained.
You just got to hang in there. So nice game.
All right, here comes
So now,
Jermaine.
now Jermaine's got to get something done here. I would say he probably needs at least 1 extra ball.
Okay.
You could do it on 1 ball if you got your bonus max countdown more than once, but he's probably going to need an extra ball to get there.
How many rounds do they play in the semis?
Well, it's 3 games each round.
3 games each round, right?
Three-
that doesn't change. Oh,
3 games each round. That was dangerous.
yeah. Almost saw a scissor.
So he's got the first 2 banks. See, that's where it's dangerous when you accidentally hit the wall behind where the targets were. He needs to get the purple target there. Okay, 1 purple left to go, the one on the left. Nice shot. Now
Nice
he
shot.
needs to get it up top and hope he gets an extra ball.
Ooh,
Okay,
shy.
that's okay because that's going to come back down where he can get a controlled flip on it.
Ah,
But that bounce wasn't okay. Yeah, if the ball only goes part way up the left orbit there, when it comes back down, it's going to hit that post and generally come cleanly to the right flipper pair.
okay.
So Jermaine can't be happy with the last, but we'll see. He's got 2 more games left.
Yeah, pinball left.
You win games 3 and 4, or excuse me, games 2 and 3, and you're through no matter what no matter what happened on game 1. So.
Right. All right, let's switch back to us. Here we go.
Oh, why would anybody want to look at me?
Listen, you're the eye candy here. I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
So we've got the technical difficulties figured out. We've got the next game. They're going to be moving it to, let's put back here.
Well, basically, any group that's on Sinbad today, their next game is going to be Ali, whether it's game 1 to game 2 or game 2 to game 3, whatever, because again, we're doing the left to right deal. So if you just played Sinbad, your next game is Ali. Makes it a little easier to keep track of where things are going.
Now you get to watch.
Well, the other thing is it's actually a little easier for Phil and Colin as far as the camera goes because they know where it's going to go the next game.
Yeah, it's
as
easy.
Opposed to waiting for somebody to say, okay, here's the game I'm going to play next, and it's all the way at the other end.
Exactly. Yeah, sorry. You got a nice view of the carpet. You got a nice view of the room there on that last. You got a nice view.
If you're going to get a carpet view, though, you need to get like the Pinburg carpet view.
I've never been to Pinburg.
Because everybody, I remember when Pinburg closed down, folks were saying, yeah, we're going to miss all the decor there.
Oh, was it good carpet? Here comes Ali.
Well, it was just something that kind of everybody recognized. Just like in Banning, the benches we had in Banning there at the Pinball Museum, that were all custom.
Oh yes.
All custom pinball wrap benches. Everybody recognized those and really like it. Captain's picked up a bunch of those that he has at the warehouse now. His auction warehouse. Cool. Yeah, he's got a bunch of them at the warehouse.
Okay, here is Ali.
I didn't ask for the terms.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're back on Ali, and it's land of get your multiplier targets there. And again, it's hard to get anything other than the rightmost one with a backhand. You've pretty much committed to forehand shooting to get your multiplier up on Ali, at least on this one. Like I said, you can attempt to do like a little pushback, with the flipper, but it's not really that reliable. Yeah, maybe we should have a separate all-fighter pinball bank sometime. We'll get Ali and Rocky and WWF. Actually, both versions of wrestling. Both the old what was it, Data East one?
Yes.
And and the newer Stern. But get all the fighters together. Street Fighter 2. Basically have a bank that's all fighter games.
That's fun. Title fight. I like title fight.
Yeah, title fight. Yeah.
Champions Pub. Did you say?
Yeah, Champs Pub. Yeah.
Yeah, here they come. Gottlieb knockout.
Yeah. Yeah, because basically you could have a good representation of different eras with all fight games.
Yeah.
So again, so I think he was trying to use the collect as the ball transfer there for a minute. Uh-oh, yeah, almost tilted.
Yeah.
But again, when you lose control like that, you don't know where it's going to go.
Gottlieb Tag Team Wrestling.
I really like tag team.
You did?
I hadn't played that until a couple of years ago. I just got, it was at some tournament I was in, and I had never seen one before. But I kind of got to have, to like it.
Cool.
Just it had interesting shots and strategy. It's like, yeah, I kind of this game's cool. I have not, rumors to the contrary, I have not played every game that there is.
Oh.
Almost, but.
Almost, right?
Yeah, ignoring the ones from, mid-'60s and back, where there wasn't much going on.
Right.
But, yeah, the newer ones, including a whole bunch of the weird ones, because I've been to places where, people with interesting collections. Okay, let's get back to the game here.
Absolutely.
So Jermaine's got some work to do. So he's got his first set of targets. And again, it's hard to get that backhand, so you need to find some way. Oh, you managed to get the middle one. Nice job.
Bob, give me 1 second. I'll be right back, sir.
Sure.
Do you mind being solo for a minute?
I'll fly solo.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Look out, look out. They probably could have saved that with a different nudge, but it's hard to guess the exact nudge when the ball's doing that. Obviously, that was the wrong one, but when you have a fraction of a second, it's sometimes hard to tell exactly what the right one is. So back to Raymond. He's going to let that bounce. I thought he might let that bounce, but... And the bumper decided bye-bye. Bumpers do that. See what Garrett can get going here. I don't believe he has any multipliers yet. And he still doesn't. That's not good. No multipliers for 2 balls. And not much points. Could still come back, but you don't like to be in a hole. And again, they're playing fast here. Keith plunging right away. Yeah, see, he wasn't able to get any more targets there because it just doesn't want to backhand that far to the left. So yeah, he realized that and decided, okay, I'll try and switch to collect bonus for ball transfer. Oh, couldn't quite grab it at the tip. Because again, he wants the ball on the right flipper now. Oh, where'd our signal? Okay, maybe somebody nudged the camera. What happened to our signal? There we go. It's things like this. In my guide, I've got something that says, go to flipper, as in, which flipper you want the ball on. If you have the opportunity to either catch it or dead bounce and get it on either one. And Ali is one of those games where there's definitely a go-to flipper. And until your bonus is built up, you want the ball on the right flipper because you want to get your multiplier targets. Once you've got your bonus maxed, then you want to get it to the left flipper to shoot the collect saucer there like the ball's in right now. And again, he got out in front of that a little bit, and the ball drained because he killed the momentum and had just enough to creep off the edge of the flipper. And I have a new companion in the booth here. You want to introduce yourself? I don't know which one controls your mic volume.
Maybe this guy. Ah, there we go.
There we go.
Hi there, Bob.
Hello.
Joined
Like I say, introduce yourself to the crowd here.
Yeah, my name is Mark Meserve. Got knocked out in the quarterfinals here in Classics from Austin, and
you're local, right?
Yeah, Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Not too far out from here, at least as far as Texas goes.
Yeah.
What do we got going on Ali?
Well, Raymond and Keith are in good shape. Garrett's in a deep hole because he has both low score and no multiplier. And I've been telling folks that this is one of those games where it's a go-to flipper. You want it on the right flipper until your bonus is maxed, and then you want it on the left to collect. And generally, people spend most of their game trying to actually get the multiplier maxed out. So it's going to be right flipper oriented for a long time. And on this one, I've noticed that you can't backhand reliably anything more than the right hand most of those 3 targets. So you're basically committed to using that right flipper because you can't backhand it from the left.
Yeah.
So a lot of folks get it on the left flipper and then it's like, what do I do with it? You try and backhand and it doesn't work, and then you risk having the shot hit the bumper or the post next to the horseshoe there and go out of control. But then if you try shooting the collect bonus saucer to transfer the ball, which works fine when you make it, if you miss that, it goes out of control.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of folks struggling, when they have it on the left flipper of, how do I get it where I need to safely? Because Ali's never been a great game for tap passing.
No, and this one, the flippers are kind of touchy on it, I found. And
Yeah.
You can't really get it to go over.
Yeah.
That said, the feed out of that right saucer is pretty nice.
Yeah, the feed out of the saucer, you can almost always trap up.
Right. So I'm wondering, these scores aren't crazy. Do you think Jermaine here maybe tries to get some cheap collects and pull ahead that way? I don't know.
Well, we'll see what happens when Keith is done, and then I don't remember offhand what Jermaine's multiplier status is.
Yeah, if it's 2x.
Again, he almost froze the ball out in front of him there for a drain, but just recovered. Because if you swing early, you can kill the momentum, and the ball will just kind of go a fraction of an inch and drain on you.
Yeah, but he had that second flip.
So again,
on
now
there.
he's got a left flipper. What do I do? He takes to collect, which if you make the shot, that's the best choice.
Ooh. He flips away the return, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to end up somewhere in the high twos, 264. So Jermaine needs enough that he really can't try and collect out. He's got to go for some more multiplier here. If you're looking at his score, I would say he probably needs to get to 4x before he starts going for collects. By the time he gets to 4x, he'll probably have the base bonus built enough that 4x would be worth something. But
Right.
with as many advances as he would have in the process of getting there. But probably can't try and collect out before 4x and get enough at this point. We'll see.
All right. Yeah, I fixed the player order there.
Okay.
We were on the previous game.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's not correct.
Okay. So like I say, I would go for 4x before I'd start collecting right now. But when it does that, it's moot.
That's no collect.
Bye-bye.
He does gain 1 point off of this bonus collect,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Don't tilt that.
Yeah, don't tilt that.
All right, let's go back.
And
to
let's
the
all get
commentators.
dizzy as we watch the camera move.
No, you got to go to the commentators. There you go. Introduce yourself, please.
Oh, he already did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But now
That was the first thing I had him do. So
Now he's on camera.
Yeah, it's me, Mark Reserve,
say hi to Mark. Yeah.
and Bob Matthews.
Yeah.
next
This
to
is
me,
the
of
all
course.
glasses crew. Pan the camera so you can see this is the all glasses crew.
All right.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
all blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So collectively we're 12 eyes.
Yeah, we are headed over to Rolling Stones if we're following that
Yep,
group.
just following the left to right sequence.
Okay.
So we're on Rolling Stones next.
And yeah, this is going to be final game. Let's go ahead and get the match play updated. So we
Now
can
this
see
would be. I'm going to pose a question to the chat here. Not a lot of folks are fans of the solid state Rolling Stones, and not a lot of folks are fans of the Stern Rolling Stones.
Right.
So let's get a little poll here between the Rolling Stones. Which do you want to vote for which you dislike the most or which you like the most? I don't know how you want to put it, but
I like the Stern. Oh, they're ready to go. They're
Yeah.
not even
ready to
messing.
go. Oh, they're not. They're okay. Yeah, they're playing fast today.
That's good. Did we get this updated? Is it correct?
I believe that is right. They have the
Yeah,
orders
yeah,
set up.
that is right through 2 games.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just so yeah, in your spare time, chat, if you could kind of comment on between the two Rolling Stone games that a lot of folks aren't fans of either one. Do you have a preference if you had to choose?
I would. I like the Bally one. I'd take the Stern one. I don't know. I have like a guilty pleasure. I like that game. It's just Mick starts moving. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
I'm having some fun now.
Because like I say, I know a lot of folks that don't like either.
Yeah.
So.
I got to tell you, the backlash on this is terrible.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the artwork on this
It's like
sucks.
not even trying. It's like I put it together. Oh,
Yeah, somebody had their kid do it.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we have our first two players, Garrett and Keith.
Yeah, and
already
we have a
through
few typical
all in.
Rolling Stone, not a whole lot balls.
Yeah. They already have some points in the group though, so they might be okay. It's really
Well,
Jermaine.
right now though, nobody is safe because even Keith could end up in a tiebreaker.
Correct.
In fact, he could end up in a tiebreaker for the second spot.
Yeah, very possible.
If Garrett, if Raymond won and Garrett was second and Jermaine third, Garrett's through and
Yeah. then
Keith's in a tiebreaker with Raymond.
right.
So,
Playing for his tournament life there.
yeah.
So-
Man, you don't want to be playing for your tournament life against Raymond on anything. So.
No, not in this bank. He put up quite a qualifier.
Yeah. So we have 3 stink bombs.
Yeah.
Largely not the fault of the players. Just that's the way this game plays.
Yeah. So the shots
That
on the-
was a little sketchy, but he got away with it.
Yeah, well, if you hit the candy canes at speed, they will kill you.
Right.
Those lower two
Yeah,
shots
yeah.
that you see on there. If they
Especially bottom to top.
yeah, oh yeah, you're dead.
That's a middle drain. Yeah.
But yeah, if
There's his
you-
saucer to back up top, and now he needs to
There
get
we
the
go.
R to try and nudge it into the 2. And unfortunately, he doesn't get the 2. I've been telling people that the to get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get your super bonus, the hardest one to get seems to be the 2 for people. But a lot of them either aren't aware of it or forget about it, and they'll get 1 through 4, but they won't shoot for the 5 to finish their super bonus.
Yeah, it's worth it at that point.
And it's instant 20,000. So when you've got 1 through 4, you really need to get that 5.
Yeah, Jermaine with a really nice tap there. Y'all
Very
saw that on
nice.
stream.
And he gets the target again, so he can go up top again.
Yeah.
Now he just wants it on the right flipper to shoot it up top.
Take another
Trying to. He got the 2.
cold backhands the 2.
Yep, got the 2.
That works. Another tap.
Okay.
Awesome.
Very nice. Up top.
Let's get some rock.
Get some rock letters here for your base multiplier.
So this is Raymond, right?
Oh yeah, this is Raymond,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Because they're in a
sorry.
different order this.
Yeah,
they're in
yeah.
a different order this time.
I messed up, yeah.
I think he
No,
just
no
needs the
worries.
5 for his super bonus now. It looks like the 1 through 4 are out, so he should shoot the 5.
Thank you, Pinball Howard, for keeping our player order honest.
Why is it that? What is it that nobody seems to know about the 5 for the super bonus? I think I saw Sebastian, get it earlier.
Yeah.
But no one else has been going for it, and it's instant 20,000. And it's in this case 60 because it would be for the next 2 balls as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
I'm not allowed to coach during play, but I really have the urge to go over there and tell somebody.
Yeah, no, it's.
Come on, guys! It's big
incredible-
points. It's big points.
Normally that target's poison, but
When
you
it's
put some good
when it's
money on it.
that's 60,000. Even if you drain, it's 60,000, which
Yeah.
on this game is not inconsequential the way it's playing.
Yeah.
And that's only if it rebound drains. If it doesn't rebound
he
drain, then
tilted.
it's 60,000 plus whatever you get the rest of the ball.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's definitely the risk reward on ball 1 for taking that. You take it. You got to take
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah, Garrett there has a nice save, but does have to tilt it
Yeah.
to do it, so he loses that. And another stinker ball, or 1 for 5
It'd
here
be
on
interesting to
balls.
it'd be interesting to check the statistics. There's no way to do it, but for all the games played on this weekend, what portion of the balls the total point score for the ball was less than 10,000? And I would guess that it's probably 2/3.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
It would average out to it.
Yeah.
That's, what? He's showing up with some control. I mean, I'm assuming he went for the drop target. I'll give him credit for it, but it was late to the candy cane. He does save it.
Well, he got the 5 there. So now if he can get the 1 through 4, he's he's already got the one that people have been forgetting about.
Yeah, pop bumpers aren't picking it up
And
for
got
him.
the harsh drain there, where that's one of those nasty things where the fact that there's rubber on one side of the return lane and not rubber on either side of the out lane, it'll rattle out of the in lane into the out lane, but not the other way around.
Yeah. And he just seems to love to do that.
Yep. And you hate when it looks like it's going to go in there cleanly and it's not quite clean and rattles out anyway.
Yeah, because then you don't hit it. You're like, I'm not.
Right.
not
It's like,
touching
I'm not going to touch it because it looks like it's going in clean, and then it's like it's 32nd of an inch from being clean and rattles into the out lane.
Yeah, the 5 could use a obstacle. Yeah, the rock letters are a little faded too. You can't really see them on
Yeah,
stream,
they need
but
to replace a few bulbs here.
in person you can tell which ones are on.
Yeah.
They're very faint though.
That one, I would not have done that. He got away with it, but it was rolling so slowly, I would not try to transfer with it rolling that slowly.
Yeah, gets another one.
Because you risk it going the wrong way.
All right.
Slow it down. That's what everyone's always telling me.
Slow it down
Slow
when you
it
can.
down.
Slow it down when you can, but make sure it's actually going to make it across cleanly without having to do a save for it.
Right.
Because then it's going to go out of control.
All right. Jermaine's getting some traction now. Let's see where he ends up.
You got the 2 out.
Super bonus.
Survive that little horseshoe bottom top.
Okay.
I think he still needs the 4 target.
Yes.
I'd still take the. I think he
Okay.
just got the 4 target.
Looks like it. At least he should have.
Yep.
Yeah, he's staring into the lights trying to figure it
he
out
is.
himself. There's the tap again from Jermaine.
Oh,
Not
almost backhanded himself a drain, but
Oh. Yeah, we want that right flipper control. Beautiful.
very nice. I want to see somebody get the 5 here.
Please. All right. Oh.
Just make sure the target's still working.
Yeah, so Jermaine places himself right in front of Raymond's ball.
Like I say, I know it was working because I saw somebody with the super bonus earlier, but
yeah,
sometimes targets die or lose sensitivity. So
yeah, I think that 5 light is tricking people.
I know the 5 light's not working.
Right. So you got to keep track of it yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that annoy you when that stuff happens when you guys are
Yes, it annoys
Yeah.
me when
It's an extra thing to remember too, right?
Yeah,
Like-
you want to basically be able to focus on the game and not remember all the little glitches. Like, okay, does this not register? Does this not show?
Okay.
Or
Right.
you want to be able to focus solely on your play and not on little things like that.
Yeah, because you got so many things going on, and every edition
Yeah,
is just another
yeah,
distraction.
and anything else that takes brain power away from the main focus is
Right.
not good.
Fair enough.
Raymond getting some nice control here.
Yeah, and he's doing nice little alley transfers.
Yeah, I mean that's great play. And into the C with a few little knocks.
Okay,
Rock's
and
done.
he did have the 5 because now he's got his super bonus.
Yeah, that's
Because I guess he just
20,000.
needed the 1 up there. So now he's got 20,000
Oh,
there, and
yeah.
that'll be another guaranteed 20 on ball 3.
Yeah, don't touch that. That's
So he's guaranteed 253. Yeah, the super bonus carries over. The regular bonus resets. And the regular only goes up to base of 19, and then you can get up to 5x multiple if you complete the rock targets or rock lanes 3 times.
yeah, and he
And
did.
there is another one of those sub 10,000 balls.
Yeah, he tilted that.
Yeah, but I
As-
mean that's still a sub 10,000 ball because it was
Yeah.
going to be next to nothing until unless he tilted it trying to save it. So
Right.
that one almost went out there too.
Might make its way back.
But
Keith's
yeah,
kinda-
that one was almost another sub ball.
Yeah, Keith's been playing live
I
here.
think he just got the 5 there.
Looks like it. That second shot probably got it. Oh, that one definitely.
That one definitely because it added a bonus. There's the 4, there's the 2, and I think the 1. So now if he gets the 3,
Yeah, he's headed that way.
yes, he got the 3, and there's his super bonus of 20. So
Yeah,
that's good. He doesn't get a carryover, but he gets the 20, and then you can advance toward 40 if you get him a second time, or 60 if you get him a third time.
Right, yeah. And those were the kind of points you needed
And
there.
again, those carry over if you finish a set on ball 1 to get to 20, and then you finish another set on ball 2, that gets you to 40 because it held the 20 from ball 1.
That's vital, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, because the scoring opportunities on here are not great otherwise.
Okay.
You have to finish the drop target
Yeah.
banks to get your 10,000s. The candy
Yeah.
canes also can build, but they're deadly, so you're not going to
Yeah.
hit them 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to. Basically, you ignore the candy canes. They just happen.
Yeah, Jermaine needs to pass. Yeah, Raymond and put in insurance to beat his ball 3 here, and he's
Yeah.
playing for it all right now. He will be out if he does not.
Yeah, because Garrett basically is looking at a 0, and that would leave him odd man out. Because Raymond would have 6, Keith would have 7, Garrett would have 5, and Jermaine right now would be looking at 3 if he doesn't pass Raymond.
Yeah, so he really needs this ball to work out
Yeah.
for him. Nice control, and you can see the difference in styles here. Jermaine wants to play a very controlled game. Yeah, it's
We got to remember that Raymond learned a lot of his technique from Jermaine and Kaylee and the Seattle crowd. So there's going to
Okay.
be a lot of similarity in style of play between those guys.
yeah, absolutely. We see them both utilizing the tap pass left to right.
Yeah.
Makes
yeah.
you think of Harlem Globetrotters, any of the Bally's from this era.
Yep.
Because that's just
And Raymond can plunge off here,
yeah.
knowing that he is advanced to the finals,
Yeah, he
along
has.
with Keith.
Yeah, because he'll get second in the group and be out.
Yep.
No
Yep.
tiebreakers to play.
No tiebreakers in this group, so we'll see if there's tiebreakers in another group that we can inflict on you.
Yeah, Raymond. Yeah,
I can make a bad math joke there. There's something in math called a point of inflection, and Bowen and the rest of the math people will know what I'm talking about. So now I can talk about point of infliction, where we're going to inflict another game or tiebreaker or whatever on you. So.
I got it, Bob.
Okay.
So once they enter these scores, I'll put it on the bracket.
Okay,
for
I'm going to take a look.
And we can take a look there.
Yeah, we're playing faster than is typical for the rounds here, because basically we're just about through with round
they're
3,
moving.
and it's only noon.
Let's
rounds
put
are going
standings on.
rounds are going a hair under an hour each, because
Yeah.
it didn't start right at 9.
Yeah.
But basically, we're doing about an hour a round instead of an hour and a half.
It didn't start at 9 because of me. I'll take the
Yeah,
point
you
for that.
came in hot.
Yeah.
I was running down the street.
Oh, so you're not staying in the hotel?
No.
It's hard to get it.
Not every. I mean, they didn't have enough rooms blocked for everybody to get in.
I know.
Yeah,
And frankly, there's other places that are cheaper nearby.
Yeah.
So
I
some
get
folk, I'm staying somewhere else just for cost reasons.
all right, so let's look at where we're at here. We got the scores going in for Rolling Stones. We already know Keith and Raymond are going to make it out of that group. And then in our other group, they are
5-5-2-2, which is always interesting.
Yeah.
Because the 2-5s know, well, at least one of us is safe, but we don't know which one.
That's right.
Yeah, Zachary already got a point with a 3,000 on Moulin. It's a very nice score.
Yeah. Moulin Rouge is basically too early and primitive and much of a luck box for me to put in my guide.
Yeah.
I don't put stuff, I have some stuff from the 60s where there's actually some, ball control and strategy involved, but the ones where it's just, keep the ball in play up in the bumpers or whatever as long as possible,
Right.
and you can't really, you don't have much chance to cradle up or take a choice shot as in, I want to shoot this instead of this.
Yeah,
I don't, the games like that, it's just, I don't bother to put in there.
you don't like the 4 out lane 2 kicker design?
No.
And 2-inch flippers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The 2-inch flippers is not the problem. It's basically that you really can't control the ball at all.
No, yeah. Anything like to the heel of the flippers there.
Yeah, if you try
You have
if you
two
try
kickers.
if you try to cradle up, it's going to roll out the inner out lane.
Yeah.
Just above the flipper. So there's basically no chance to do any kind of control. So you're just basically, about all you can do is say, well, I want to let it, dead bounce to the other flipper and flip that one away, uncontrolled.
Right, but then if that one keeps going up, then
Yeah.
same deal on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no like safe wall or
No. So just flip and hope for bumper love.
Yeah, the only thing I could find is make sure you get that center because it turns on the center pop for 100 points.
Yeah, and 100 points on that is good points.
But that's your points.
Right.
Yeah. It's probably our most luck bait. I feel like
I'm surprised they put it in, but
yeah.
when you're assembling a bank, you don't always have a lot of it's basically what games people are bringing to the show or the tournament that they're willing to have in the tournament, and then which of those are best suited for what you're doing.
Yeah,
they have EMs in the main bank as well. And frankly, if if these are the EMs, if the 5 in the main bank and the 2 in the Classics bank are the 7 you have to choose from, there's no way I want the 2 that were in Classics in the main bank.
Right.
That really wouldn't be fair for the Wizards tournament.
Definitely reserve.
Yeah, so they
5.
basically they kept the 5 best out of the 7 for the Wizards tournament, which was the right thing to do given that those were your choices.
Right, and
although frankly, I would have.
Show up.
They swapped out Xenon for Sinbad. I would have had, both of them in there in lieu of either of the 2 EMs that they actually had in the
if
bank.
we knew we had the Sinbad, we'll play some Gottlieb Green Digits. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm obviously they wanted to have some EMs. It's unfortunate that was all they had available.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they definitely reserved those 5 for.
But you work with
Wizards,
what you've got.
And they're all EMs you've seen before in competition. We got Aztec, which is a great game, and Space Mission, which I'll like.
I don't like
that's just a nice
Buccaneer
player.
for tournament because Buccaneer is a bit of a luck box at times too.
Right, and then when you turn off all the lights, what do you do?
Yeah.
So all the
you
scores
just
are
throw it
falling.
up. It's basically how many bumper hits you get after you've gotten all the numbers.
Right.
And
Yes.
that's not really a whole lot of, I mean, you know, that's not as skill-based as you'd really like.
Have you ever seen a mouse this terrible in your life?
The ergonomic one?
Look at this.
Put it on the camera.
put it
Let
on
them see it.
Put it on camera here.
This is
Okay,
the worst
so
mouse in America.
See the profile on this mouse. Yeah.
It's
It's way too high to be optimal for mouse use.
no, it's ergonomic. So you hold it like this.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Right there.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I want to hold a mouse
So
like that.
I'm trying, when people say, hey, refresh the page, you got to give me a second, because that is the worst thing ever built. All right, here we go.
That mouse is for dirty rats only.
So we're waiting for one more group, I assume.
And I think we're
Yeah,
probably
I
almost
guess
done
they're
on the
not
list.
going to move the camera while the last group finishes up.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a break for a minute.
Go ahead, guys.
Let you guys keep the audience amused. I'll be back shortly.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, we're going to be on to finals here shortly. And what's going on in the other group? Because we can see. Here, let's go ahead and switch to the bracket. It looks like they've decided. And you can see where all the scores fell out there. Yeah, Moulin Rouge. So
What number is this headset?
number 2. Yeah, we
Okay,
flipped
turn
them
that
off.
off.
And I'm on 3.
Okay.
You're on 1.
No worries.
Cool.
But if we don't flip them off, the ambient noise from that headphone is too much. So
Picks up.
Phil has taught me well. Okay.
Yeah,
here we are.
I was just watching for clipping. Yeah, see, I just clipped, so I gotta go down a little more.
Okay.
But so looking at the brackets, you can see advancing to the finals. We have Raymond and Keith that we already knew, Zachary Freeman and Sebastian. Congratulations to them advancing to finals here. And it was, Sebastian got the first place on Moulin, beating out the 3400 I was so excited about earlier with a 3900. Very nice play. And that does get him through because Austin takes a 0, and that's it. No
Wow.
tiebreaker to play. That's the luck box, man. And looks like we're getting the pick. I believe the top seed is Raymond in this group, so he is going to get selection.
Okay.
And based on where the streaming rig has moved, it seems he has opted for our Sinbad, Ali, and Rolling Stones bank.
Okay. So Sinbad, Ali, and Rolling Stone, and we got a lot of exciting people. Dalton is particularly going to be excited for some more Sinbad. He has been begging for it.
Oh, God.
He is excited. There he goes. See?
He looks excited to me. And yeah, we're out and running. Raymond with the game selection got bullied into having to be first on this game, and he starts out. So Sinbad, if it's not the first time on the stream, I probably don't have to explain the rules too much. It's a bonus count game. It's very similar to like Genie. Basically, the drop targets, or Joker Poker is the other one. The drop targets up front give you bonus multiplier, 2x on the left, then 3x to the right of that, 4x to the right of that, and you have to hit more targets. 5x is that bank up top, and you do have to complete one before you complete the next one. So if you finished all the drop targets but 2x, you only got 1x. But yeah, it's bonus count game with a weird flipper geometry. We will see over these 12 balls if anybody scissor flips himself.
You know, I don't think anybody scissor flipped the last time, but
Yeah.
the first time we had it on the stream, we had multiple scissor flips.
Yeah, just one right through. Yeah, Ray's already off and running. The scores we've been seeing on here are pretty incredible. People are able to pretty consistently get that 2x target. And so that kind of seals your ball score for at least 50,000, I feel, like because you get all your random drop target hits, you're adding 1,000 to that bonus, and those are worth 2 now. That's a lot. And we see, let's see, Keith is up and running 2. He needs that 2x target. I can't see it. Yeah, he needs the 2x target because he has completed his 3x targets. So if he hits that, he will jump in scoring. And his bonus count's getting sizable too. He's up to 12,000. Oh, a hover over the outlane.
Yeah.
It was like on the insert, and then you just have to watch it fall. Yeah, but he doesn't.
I missed a tough drain.
Yeah, it sat on the insert for the left out lane shortly and then fell off. So you just watch it go and say bye. Yeah, and Keith doesn't get the 2x target, and that cost him quite a bit there. Raymond's still leading, and now we have Zachary up to play.
And that's a clean drain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling folks earlier, Mark, that this Sinbad plays better than most. You don't get the center drain off the inserts, and the feed out of the spinner is generally safe. Again, you have to be careful, but it's generally safe.
Right.
Flippers are nice and active.
Yeah, see Sebastian.
Rubber on the flipper is nice and active for dead bouncing. So.
Yeah, everything.
And we have our scissors. There it is.
We got
there
one.
it is.
Somewhere on these 12 balls. And Sebastian with one, and he hit that 2x right away. I was like, oh, we're gonna see a great ball. And it's.
Yep.
You have to like.
That's one of those things you never want. Actually, this is one time when it's good to not have a player cam. Excuse me. Because I'm guessing he would not have wanted to be on camera for his scissors.
And it happens on stream too, you just.
Yeah, you hate when it happens on stream.
Don't make a clip of it. Be polite, okay, guys. Yeah, and then so now we're on to Raymond. He's hammering away for that 2x, gets it on. 3x with a not quite.
He needs one more for the 3x. He needs the one on the right. He got the one on the right. Now set it up for the purples. I think he got the right-hand most purple there.
Yeah, his bonus count isn't so high, but there's.
Watch out for your feed there. Okay, that's that deadly spot right between on the crease between the flippers, where sometimes it can just kind of die down the middle off that.
Yeah,
and then that's part of why some people end up scissoring, is they see it's going to hit that spot and they're afraid of what it might do, and they flip. And you're better off risking the funky rebound, from when it hits the crease. Because the scissors, you're going to lose it. The funky rebound, at least you might not lose it.
Right, and if you know it's coming, you can react to it, because if it rolls straight down the flipper, you can give it a flip a little late, and it'll go back into play for you.
Right. Yeah, see there I would have let it dead bounce, because, it's getting out of control.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, if it's below those outlane posts, you have all the control. You can just let it kind of bounce around, whatever, wait, take your shot.
Yeah, but especially, once you've got some of the targets down and you've got, like the bare, cushions behind there, you don't want to be flipping away, because if it hits one of those bare cushions, it's gone.
Yeah. Oh, man. So we're just blowing through it. Bremen's ball 1 score still looking pretty good.
Yep.
Sebastian now on to his ball 2.
How long did it take you to do the dead bounce? How long did that take? I still can't do it, and I'm 2 years in.
I had to. Yeah, mine was about 2 years, because I didn't trust it.
I don't trust it.
I always played at arcades, so my balls are my money.
Right.
So I can't. I'm like, I'm not gonna waste time.
That's one reason it's good to go to shows.
Yes.
Because when you go to a show, or you go to a place to play, where it's like by the hour.
Right.
Then your money
Raymond,
is already
we almost lost Raymond.
your money is already paid. So at that point you can do it more experimenting and not worry about the fact that it cost you something when you drain. And again, he misses his skill shot there.
Could be from the trip.
But like I say, this one has not been draining out the right as often as some others do when you miss that skill shot and come down the orbit.
Yeah, it does still hover over there, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it generally doesn't drain.
Yeah.
Watch the feed here. Okay, he made sure it was coming down enough angle. See, that's when you don't want to hit those bare walls behind there.
Yeah,
But as long as it's going to roll right to left or left to right through that spinner, or drop straight down with the very right side of it, you're safe.
Yeah, he glances the post there into the spinner, and that's just a hot feedback. Let's see.
Okay,
what
a couple
Keith can come
purples.
up with. You really want that 2x.
And again, most people like to backhand the 2x white target because it's safer.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get control on that upper left flipper,
Yeah,
then
especially
it's all
since if
you.
you miss, it's going to go up into the reds, which isn't a totally useless thing. You know,
Right.
that's useful too.
Yeah,
Zachary.
Keith ate the same mistake he made on ball 2 there, right? He had 4X ready, but hadn't hit the 2X target yet, and so then gets a single count.
Yeah.
You hate to see that.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, obviously, he's going for the extra ball there because he, rather than let it go and set up the white one, he was going for the purple one initially on the 3-bank to get the extra ball.
Oh.
Look out! Look out!
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't trust the outlane post. I can't blame him. Gave it a nudge, but that was
Just it's hard to
too
gauge
much.
exactly how much nudge sometimes.
Yeah, and it just gentle arc and.
So Sebastian's got some work to do here, but nobody's got a big enough score that you can't catch them without.
Yeah,
You know,
nobody's
and
blown up.
he doesn't even need an extra ball. He just needs a max bonus and some good play during the ball, and you can take first here yet.
Yeah. So using that drop catch on the upper left flipper there, that's kind of nice.
Look out! He timed it wrong.
Right as I'm complimenting his flipper technique,
Well,
of course,
it's the
right?
commentator's
It's the
curse.
commentator's curse.
Yeah, commentator's curse. Yeah.
That is what you
I'm
did.
sorry.
He hasn't missed a putt under 2 feet in the last 3 tournaments.
And you Jim danced
Too
it.
bad.
All right, let's go to the bracket, right?
Yeah.
This one is done, right?
Yeah, it's just the final, so I mean, we're tracking it.
Yeah.
There's no other group.
Oh, we're tracking it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're here.
This is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
Well, then let's do an ad. Are you ready?
Sure.
So I was told that this QRC doesn't even work. So it's just brought to you by Twitch.tv, Marco Pinball. Enter to win.
Is that Twitch or glitch?
It must be glitch.
Glitch.
All right, so we added it in the chat earlier. We'll put it again and enter a chance to win. We'll have to fix it for the Wizards tournament. I'll tell you that so much.
Okay.
So here, I don't think it works. Here, we're going to test it out.
Looks like I got.
Sorry, unavailable. See, that doesn't even work. Look at that. Is this
Error
a-
code
Is
404.
this a wormhole production or what? It sure as heck is. Okay, so we are moving, and we'll put it on you guys right now.
Uh-oh.
Get some more heads.
We're back.
Do I look like?
Yeah, I have my lanyard behind me. That's why I have this strange red thing around my neck here.
Right.
Hey, why's Bob got this strange red thing? See, now I'm going to get it tangled up in the cord, right?
Yeah.
Get it tangled in the microphone. That's why I have it behind me, so it doesn't get tangled in the microphone.
Yeah, I keep
Or
it.
so someone can sneak up behind me and go, oh!
Right. I have
Hey,
to.
Bob, we hate you. Your commentary sucks. Ah.
Yeah, I have to put it behind me when I play. Otherwise, it catches the plunger on the way up. Like I'm sitting
Yeah,
there measuring the skill shot.
right.
And then,
Yeah, especially you're shorter than I am, so you're closer
Yeah.
to the ball. You're at higher risk for it. I
Yeah.
totally get it.
It
Totally
just
get
loops around it, and I'm sitting
Yeah,
there, not
yeah.
even paying attention. Oh. All right, so next up in the lineup is going to be Ali.
We've
Order
seen a
gets,
lot of Ali tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's interesting that people have chosen that set of 3 more often. You know, the Sinbad Ali Rolling Stones combo. I'm guessing they're trying to avoid Solar Ride. I know that most people like Frontier. Most people like Sinbad, so I'm guessing that the reason they're not choosing that set of 3
Oh,
is
let's
they're
get going to it.
more
These
willing to
guys
take
are
their
not
chances
messing
with Rolling
around.
Stones and Solar Ride.
They are not.
Although,
messing
frankly,
around.
I'd go the other way.
Then you have an external speaker, either Bluetooth or wired, that I could hook up to my laptop to create sound for the commentary in another room. It's fine if you don't.
I don't have it.
Okay, we're getting a question from our tournament director, Colin, here. Hang on.
Go to Sinbad.
Right.
Fortunate to not get an up and out there. Nice dead bounce.
Okay.
And he's got 1 target left. He missed it. He
Yeah.
got it on the lucky rebound. Okay, sometimes the
that.
bumper does you a favor.
And that's 2x for the rest of the game.
Yep.
Getting good props on the commentary. Thank you guys so much. Not from me, but from these two.
So, and again, you're going to see people, preferentially getting the ball to the right flipper because you can't really backhand all 3 of the drop targets from the left.
And these saucers are all worth 5,000 because he finished the set.
Yep.
Not bad.
So Raymond wins this, it's over basically, right? I mean,
No, it's not over if Keith gets second.
Keith gets second.
Because then it would be 8-4,
Okay.
and so Keith would have a chance to tie if he won the last game and Raymond got the last game. But if Raymond wins this game, the worst he can do is a tie first.
Yeah, right.
Is a tiebreaker. Yeah.
Yeah, Raymond's opting to put his left flipper into the bonus collect now. He did get 3x off of that.
Yeah, because he's got 20,000 base and 3x, so that's 60.
Yeah,
Plus
definitely.
whatever he gets between now and when he actually starts doing it, so he can
Right.
he can try collecting out at any point. 4x now, definitely.
Yeah, now
So
we're very interested.
at this point, if he's got it on the right, or excuse me, on the left flipper, he's going to go for the collect, and on the right flipper, he's just going to try and finish him one more time to get the 5.
Yeah, he's just kind of letting it pick which flipper he's going to go from. But either one is good. Bonus multiplier is already
And since
in.
he finished the Ollie targets, or excuse me, Ollie saucers a second time, those are now worth 10,000.
Very nice.
So that's maxed out.
He's having trouble finding it. It is pretty low on that flipper.
Yeah.
There
it is.
Ooh. It's going to be some damage.
Points. Yeah, it's going to be over 100,000.
He's still going.
Yep.
And bonus
And we'll
stays.
see if he traps up. Yep, he traps up on the right as expected. And then tries to finish the target bank to get the 5x. And he's probably going to try and collect again here.
You would
Nice
like
shot.
that? Oh,
Yep,
man.
yep. This is clinical here. Trap up and try and shoot that last drop target on the left for 5x next.
And I know this is not Ollie's
There you go.
first time on stream, but
There you go.
if
And
you,
there's his target for 5x, dead bounce.
if you did not tune in earlier, your bonus count does not reset after you get this collect bonus.
Okay.
So now he's at 5x of the count he had previously, which it looks like
He's got, yeah.
20,000 and some change.
Yep.
Yeah. And
So he's gonna, yeah,
and that 5x stays.
the 5x stays.
So he just builds base and collects the rest of the game, and he's going to have a huge score already on ball 1.
Great
Yep.
score.
Dropping the 620, 630.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, he had like 27 or something in
Man.
base, whatever it
Times
was.
5, yeah.
Times 5, yeah.
And yeah, now everyone's playing catch up.
Yep.
But I mean, the scoring on this game, while it is a bonus game, because of that bonus collect, right? You can have an infinite ball and just like keep scoring your points.
Yeah.
So no one's out of this, just because like you have the 5x on ball 1. That said, it is a nice advantage.
Announce your presence with authority right off the bat.
All right. Yeah.
Catch me if you can.
And then, ball 2, player 2, Keith, he drains right away. You
Yep.
know, I hate following someone that puts up a monster.
Right.
I lose it.
Yeah. Yeah, Dalton, that's also a good point. Even if you have the 5x, if you're getting house balls, you don't get anything for it.
That happens in qualifying too.
Yeah.
The guy in front of you puts up a good score, and then you get house balled. It's really frustrating.
Yeah.
Especially if they got a bunch of power in lanes or other
Right, you're like,
fortunate
oh.
things. It's like,
Well, I can get some of those, right?
yeah, and then you get 2 flips the whole game. And
Yeah, and then you're playing, and like it's like, yeah, Pat Lauer called. He said we can't do that anymore. So sorry. Zach off to a pretty good start here. Has 2 targets down in the bank. Gets that 3rd.
okay, so now he's got 3x.
Ooh, good save.
Nice save.
Yeah. That was very close to the center drain. We saw Keith lose it too, but just had a little more strength on it.
Oh.
And there's that rubber in the in lane, deflects it, and it goes in the out lane.
But he does have 3x's base. Gets a little something.
Yeah. So at least he's got 2 sets out of the way.
Yeah, the returns from that drop target bank are not great. Like once you get your 5x, like I'm not going back up there. There's no reason to anyway.
Yeah. If you're not comfortable transferring at that point, you go for the greatest, which is decent points.
Right, and that builds, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah.
That's the left lane that Bob's referring to there.
Yeah.
You get points per letter of greatest that
Points
you have.
per letter of greatest. So if you've got it on the right flipper and your bonus is already maxed and you haven't found a good way to transfer it, just shoot that.
All right, Sebastian knows what to do here. Goes for the back end and gets the middle target
Gets
off
the middle
top
one.
end.
We've seen that a few times, but not that often.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you won't go further than the right one.
Ooh.
No in lane, out lane. Good.
It thought about it. It went over.
Yes, it definitely thought about it.
I'm going to get you guys that QRC code. Give me a second.
All right.
I'm going to post it.
And here he's doing subtle nudges off the slings to try and have it not go into the lane, out lane.
Yeah, it's hitting the rubber right above. As long as you're on the side, it'll go back in.
Yep.
But as soon as it hits that bottom side, like you said, it just dunks itself right in. Ooh,
that was risky. Because, that horseshoe shot can drain you.
I think he's going for the target as far as I know.
Well, you can sometimes, basically the three bank outside the greatest lane there, a lot of times you can have a shot that'll deflect off of those into the multiplier targets. It doesn't do it as often on this ollie, I found, as on a lot of other ollies I've played, but it is a feasible option.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of deflections. A lot of deflections from on the top of the left drop target bank there. Pops into the target bank, but yeah, the horseshoe itself is not really feeding those.
Ooh.
All right, you can keep it.
That was a little
sling helping out.
Well, like I said, I've seen that bank shot before off the right sling into the targets.
Yeah.
It will do that.
The slings are surprisingly friendly on here.
Yeah.
You get it caught in there, and
there are a couple of games where actually banking it off the slingshot is a strategy.
Yeah. Yeah. Now
we're talking you and high hand, Josh.
You're never gonna let him forget it.
There is no high hand in this bank. Yes.
Thank God.
I haven't seen one in the show either. So.
Good. No doodle bug either. Some of his favorite.
Neither doodle.
All right, we got some 4X collects. So Sebastian is starting to get
he's got his multiplier progress, getting up there too. So.
Yeah, he is starting to get within distance.
Because he's already got 4X.
2 targets to get the 5 still. Trying to find some control, but
okay. If Raymond does not win this, and Sebastian wins it, then Sebastian has a decent chance to come away with the title. And he's close enough, since he's got 4X guaranteed, with Raymond 5X guaranteed. If Raymond has a really quick ball, it wouldn't take a whole lot of game time or ball time, for Sebastian to pass him here. So Raymond's got to keep working. Nice dead bounce. Oh, he did time that wrong, but got away with it. Got away with it.
Always scares me over there.
Oh, always. He got out of there though. Still has the 10,000 for the.
I would go for the greatest there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has all those letters.
Yeah, he's got all the letters.
I mean, he's just hitting any drop target.
Right now you take the collect because you've got your 100,000 plus there, yeah.
Yeah.
But on the right flipper, the greatest would have been worth, what, 80?
Yeah. The strategy, as far as I can tell, he's trying to glance up this left target bank, give him sort of safe feeds coming back, adds bonus, and has a chance to hit even more up top. And those are worth a decent chunk of points. Yeah, big collect. It looks like it's going to roll.
So he's going to roll.
He's going to roll it. So he's the #1 player in the world, according to IPA right now.
That's what I heard.
Pretty impressive. Does he know that I'm 2954 in the world? I don't know if he knows me. We'll see.
I mean, he knows you now. I take that.
I'd have to look and see how long Ray has been #1 now. Of course, the COVID pause, artificially helped that. Not that he wouldn't have stayed there anyway, probably.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Very deserving of the position.
Interesting little grabby, effect on that flipper tip there.
Yeah.
Most of the time, the rubber here hasn't been that grabby.
Yeah, I feel like Keith has been playing with the flippers the most. No tap passes and stuff, but he has
playing with his food.
Yeah, he has subtle hits and subtle taps. It didn't work out for him on Sinbad, but
Yeah,
on
again, he
here-
almost got too far ahead of that one.
Yeah.
Because, again, if you swing early, you kill the momentum, and the ball can die out in the middle on you.
Yeah. Yeah, so Keith with some of ball two.
Keith basically has to hope that Sebastian wins this game.
And we
Because
lost.
otherwise, Keith's out of the running.
Yeah.
His best chance is for Sebastian to win and then for Keith to win the last game. Phil, camera's out.
Yeah, we lost the playfield cam. We will commentate from the scoreboard for you. Looks like he is gaining points. Just an issue with the wireless transmitter here. We'll get it sorted for you. Zach drains out. Bonus count. He had not gotten bonus multi. I think he had 2x after the first ball. Yeah, so now we have Sebastian. Sebastian's sitting on his 4x. Looks pretty good.
We got Phil Grimaldi going over there to fix our camera.
Fantastic. But he's still at half of Raymond's score. So he needs to get some distance on this ball as well. Definitely has the potential to do it though, right? He has the 4x bonus multiplier it's carrying.
Yeah, if he can get, say, 2 collects and some ball time,
yeah,
he's right there.
Yeah, because this game can just keep going. Like if you, and the return from the collect, as you saw, is so kind.
Yeah,
Once you're on that
hold
train,
the flipper up and trap up.
Transfer, and then you get another chop at it. And when that shot's worth 100,000, yeah, I'll do that.
So Sebastian's flipper technique is unusual in some ways because he tends to pull his hands off the flipper buttons a bit after flipping. If you ever see him play with a player cam on, and you can see his hands, he tends to have loosen up his hands and actually take them off the game as he's flipping.
Yeah, he pops off a little bit on each side.
He really popped off that time. His hands got quite a ways away.
Yeah, looks like another collect.
I think he collected because he backed off, but did not step away from the game.
Yeah, scoop worth about 40,000 there.
Yeah, so he hasn't got a lot of current ball bonus built up yet because his multiplier is at least 4 because that's what he had carried over. So he needs a little more in-ball bonus. Looks like he's got another collect. Okay, more like, what was that, 70 or 80 that time? So it's getting up there.
And that's what you're talking. Like it's you just keep hitting that collect. It keeps getting more and more valuable. Gets a nudge in there, saves it, and that might be the drain. Yeah. Or another collect. I can't tell.
No, he's still there, so that's another collect. And again, he's getting somewhere around 80-ish for the collects now.
Yeah, you can see on the player cam, we're trying to commentate by watching his body language.
Watching his body language and the score on the screen.
Every time he hits the collect scoop, he just drops away his hands and walks back as if he had drained. Yeah. He's actually just waiting for it to cycle through. Taking a little brief moment.
I think he got another one just now.
Oh, man.
And so remember, he's going to get one at the end of the ball. So I think if he gets one more, he's going to pass Raymond because he's guaranteed another 80-ish.
Yeah, there's the drain. Okay, so if he walks away.
Oh, he walked away that time.
Okay,
so this is going to put him somewhere just under rolling it, I think.
Yeah.
He's doing tournament director stuff.
Just over rolling it. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's only 40,000 behind Raymond. So Raymond, even though he's rolled the game, has to keep pushing the pedal to the metal here.
Yeah, our tech guy is busy because he's also the tournament director. Phil's been helping us out, so we aren't going to have the playfield cam for this, unfortunately.
And the cord is not long enough for me to, stand up. If I stood up here to try and watch, I don't know, how far does this cable reach on the headset?
Let's see.
People know that I sometimes, stand on chairs and watch, events after everybody else has left.
That's all you got.
So I'm going to see if I can actually eyeball what's going on here without totally destroying the cable system. I think he just got a collect.
Awesome. Okay, I got
I
that.
think he's got another collect just now.
I got this much for you, Bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, Bob.
Okay.
Bob's in the field.
Bob is, yeah, I can see the ball. It's on the left side in the horseshoe, and it just came out of the horseshoe down the middle. So he's got one final collect that's going to put him at $1.3 million and change.
That's impressive. We've got Bob reporting from the field here, doing our play-by-play commentary.
With the long cable, yes. Because Phil is now fussing with the camera rig.
Hey!
Oh, there we go.
We're back.
We're back. Okay.
There we go.
So Sebastian, I'm assuming that Sebastian still has just 4X, because it looked like that's what it was counting down at the end of his last ball.
You tell me where else is someone going to stand up and give you
So basically he's going to need, you know, if he gets his bonus up to say 20 for 80,000 each. Oh, poor Keith, bye-bye again. So Keith's going to stick it too. So Keith really has to root for Sebastian here.
Yeah. And Zachary can still do something.
Oh, yeah.
He's at 3X. So that's not nothing.
Well, this is Zachary right now. Zachary's at 3.
Sorry, Zachary. Yeah.
Sebastian, yeah.
Sebastian's, I got the 4.
Yeah, basically at this point, Zachary's only choice is, you know, get to 5X and collect like half a dozen times. And
yeah. It's definitely doable. Getting to 5X is the hard part. But once you get on those collect trains.
Yep, so he's done.
Dicks.
So now the big question is, can Sebastian get his base bonus built up here to 20 plus and then get enough collects to catch Raymond?
Yeah, so he does have the 5X on.
He's got 5. Okay, he did advance it to 5X last ball.
So where are we going to go pick up our base bonus?
Yeah.
Is the question. We'll play from the saucers helping out.
He's getting random points, but that's not advancing his bonus.
Yeah, and he just wants these drop targets. Give me right flipper shots and get it over there.
Yeah.
He's thinking. Gonna take a moment of calm. He goes for the collect.
He goes for the collect, yeah.
Probably just because it's such a nice feed coming out.
Yeah, because basically, just for the ball transfer.
Right, it's a transfer
it's a transfer and points.
And I get my
look
money.
Look out for the horseshoe. Okay, survives the horseshoe, but not the rebound.
Not the rebound. That's just unlucky.
Yeah.
Not fair, really.
So Raymond is your winner. After winning the main tournament last time this was held 3 years ago, Raymond now wins the Classics Tournament.
So it's official.
It is official.
At least for the winner. But our other 3 players still need to play for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Was it Sebastian roll
and that's
it?
interesting. No, yeah, Sebastian
rolled it and Raymond rolled it.
Yeah.
So that is a 1.3 million from Raymond.
That's right.
But the
Sebastian
scores
came in
here,
1.04.
okay, there will be no tiebreaker because it is 8-2-2-2.
So this decides it all.
So this will be the last game of Classics.
All right. Waiting for an update on the scores there, but it will be on Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stones. And I would not want to have my tournament fate, you know. Okay,
No.
you know, I mean, first is out of the way, but still 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is still a lot, you know,
Right, you gotta
money and whoppers and stuff, and I wouldn't want to have this Rolling Stones deciding that for me.
Nope. No thanks. All right. They're Colin's helping out, getting all the orders decided and everything.
Yep.
Again, last score on the previous machine gets first order of play.
And it literally does not matter whether Raymond comes in first or last here. It's all how the other 3 do relative to each other.
Yeah, and this
so
isn't-
Raymond could plunge off if he felt like it, and it wouldn't matter.
Right. His score has no effect on the outcome of this.
Yeah.
And nothing on Rolling Stone carries. There's no ball lock, anything like that. So
yeah. There's no stealing of any kind.
There's nothing going on for him. So
I've got something in the hopper. Some friends of mine are working on having my thieves tournament put together. So we'll
all stealing games.
Yeah, all stealing games. Yeah. I wasn't able to put it together for Indisc, but somebody else is working on it. So
That sounds fun.
yep.
And it looks like, yeah, this.
Hey, if you can't play defense, then don't show up.
Yeah, and finish what you started, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so.
And we even have like a modern or two you can put in there. TNA.
Oh yeah, TNA's in.
Yeah.
For sure. You got roller games maybe? No. That game's whack.
Sorcerer, Taxi. There's a nice list.
You got to put Sorcerer in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's just talk about the positions real quick. This isn't Raymond's first time in this position, so it looks like he took first position to get out of the way. If you're in a tournament and you're in an 8-2-2-2 situation, that is the friendly thing to do, is just take first player position, because you don't want to be last player, because then the game is already decided, but then you still have to play your ball free. And don't do that.
So is he going to drain or is he going to play?
We'll see. I mean,
it's Rolling Stone. Even if he plays, it's not going to take that long.
Right.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he'll drain, but not by his choice, right?
Yeah.
No, I knowing Ray, I think he'll play it out, but yeah, we'll get to see some action there.
Okay.
Colin's still sorting a few things.
Tell him I'll give him $5 if he rolls Rolling Stone.
I can go tell him that. Here, you gonna?
No, I think he already won $860. So
oh yeah, he doesn't care much about the $5, does he?
Yeah. I mean, you got to up your ante there, Bob.
That was just for kicks.
You got to bring it.
Got to bring it.
So we're going to move that rig in a second.
Yeah.
Might as well put it on us while we're
sure.
Put it on the two good-looking gentlemen right here.
Thank you, Al Anonymous, for the follow there. Let's see. Yeah,
I don't have a beard anymore. It's been years since I had a beard.
Yeah. I like the clean
And
shave.
it looked kind of scraggly even when I had it, because I don't have the follicle density, and it's too light in color. So I had it for a while and just gave up on it, because like it doesn't look that good on me. So forget it.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
You
follicle density? Did you say that?
Follicle density, yes.
Wow. I had to wait for this.
Hey, I'm
to
a nerd.
grow
What can you
no,
say?
It's just, I barely graduated college, so.
Just so you're saying for the new Sorcerer ROM, it keeps track of your locks per player. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And so
and then Jim put that other wrinkle in, for the one we had, where after the first multi-ball, then you've got to complete the stand-up targets
the
above
full
it.
bank. Oh, no,
the 3 stand-up targets that are just outside the lock thing there.
Yeah.
To re-enable it.
Yeah, with the upper flipper and the pop bumper sitting there.
Yeah.
So here we go.
That's an interesting way to do it. Yeah, so.
Is Raymond just skipping game 3? Because I only see 3 players up. So he must be just like saying, I'll take a void and save time.
Yeah, it looks like.
That looks like it. Okay.
Raymond's great. He's taking the check.
That's nice, actually.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's really good sportsmanship.
No, that's how you want to do it.
Yeah.
Because just because they're in a perfect tie, nothing he does will change on the outcome. Okay, nope, they have 4 players up. Raymond's playing.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Just a little issue. It probably ran out of credits. That's like. This guy hasn't been given any replays.
There's 9. Well, whatever.
That's he just added 10.
Them. Okay.
And
just
then
added
spent
10.
1
okay.
to get the 4.
And he's going to play.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to sweep it.
Why not? 12 points would look real nice. Not going to get you anything more, but it would look good.
Wow.
Again, alley pass to set up the shot to the top. It does alley pass pretty nice on this one. If you can actually get the ball on the flipper to alley pass it.
Right. Doing a little drop catch tech there.
Yep.
So if you just tuned in, Raymond is the winner. He's going to win the Classics tournament here, and we got a massive battle for second place, which is totally awesome. There you go. There's my commentating on the side.
Yeah. just think of this as a tiebreaker. It just happens to be game 3.
Yes.
And Raymond being very efficient in his shot to the left orbit there.
Absolutely. And you can see in his flipper control, like with the drop catches and the dead bounces, like he's able to keep it in the center. Don't worry about the out lanes.
Yep, nice little dead bounce. He knew it would come back up,
Yeah.
far enough to get it to the other flipper.
Yeah, and that's why. I mean, he misses the shot late, and now
But you know,
outlane.
he's got, you know, the 1 through 5 once, and he's got his 20,000 super bonus
Right.
already.
So that's 20 and 20 banked.
Yep.
All right, so now to players who are playing for it, we got
Now we
Zach.
got Zach. I don't know, does he go by Zach or Zachary? I know some, you know,
I don't know.
most folks like
Maybe-
Zach, but there are a few who prefer Zachary. I don't know which way he prefers.
Maybe someone in the chat knows. But, yeah,
It's interesting how many Zachs there are in pinball.
yeah,
A lot of Zach. He's Zach. Where's Zach from?
he's Zach. Thanks. Also, welcome in Mothership 3000.
Oh, Rochester, New York. Go Yankees. Or they might be
What-
Toronto fans up there. I don't
Well,
know.
actually, when
Yeah,
I
they're
grew
all further
when
up.
I grew up in Rochester, the Rochester Red Wings minor league AAA baseball team was the farm club for the Baltimore Orioles.
Oh, okay.
This is back in the Ripken days and such, or actually even before the Ripken days.
All right, slowing it down, Keith.
Yeah, same way starting out. I've seen Keith take a more measured approach to this game.
I would have that bounce to go up top.
I
but-
would have also. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, I try to say that he's doing a thing, and then he does something else. I think he's
Yeah,
listening.
yeah. He
Oh,
tilted.
tilted.
He tilted.
It's been touchy on this one.
Yes, this has been
Yeah.
probably the tiltiest game in the Classics bank.
Yeah.
Tiltiest is a really
Yes.
nice adjective. I like it.
Yeah. Now Sebastian up to play.
That's one
Oh.
thing that, you know, if you're a tournament director, try to have the tilts consistent across all games in a bank whenever possible. You know, you
Right.
can't always succeed, but that should be your goal, is to have the tilts be consistent.
Yeah, and I think they've
In
been
fact,
fairly
you know,
successful with it.
whether they're tight or loose, consistent is even more important than, you know, which way they're set.
Right.
Because if they're inconsistent and the player's going from one game to the other and they don't remember this is the loose one or this is the tight one, that's not good. Again, that's something else. You know, the players should not have to keep track of all the little things like that.
Yes,
Just like we were talking earlier, you know, before you joined us, Mark, about, you know, if some of the lights are out, you know, the players should only have to think about, you know, their actual gameplay, not, you know, is this the loose game or the tight game or the
right.
you know,
It's just
or
another.
this light is out or that doesn't work, or and then we have another tilt.
Yeah. I mean, he had no choice. I mean, we saw
Yeah.
that drain that.
Yeah. So basically it's a
Keith, yeah.
two-ball game for second at this point because
Right.
nobody's got anything other than Raymond.
Yeah, Sebastian had the nice alley pass going there. I think that'll help him out. And the I don't know if it's clear on the overhead cam, but the lane is actually 2 pieces of metal there. So even if it goes on the alley, you have a little rattle and it'll come into control for you. And yeah, we'll see how Keith opts to play it. We got some dead bounces. We got a drop target down. This is Raymond.
This is
Why-
Raymond, yeah. Raymond playing,
Raymond's
you know,
back.
nice.
I'm not even paying attention, man.
Don't even worry about it.
Raymond's doing great.
He wants 12. Right? That's what he
Yeah.
wants.
Why not?
Why not? He wants to solidify that he's #1 in the world because Bob gave some doubt a little earlier. I'm just kidding, Bob.
I mean, if he rolls it, he's got $5 on the line.
Oh, yeah.
doesn't he?
5,865. What a great prize pool, too.
Well, see, this you know, this gives Raymond a chance to go for the daily double. Because remember, you know, I won the Classics last time this was held. He won the main tournament last time this was held. So if he wins Classics now, you know, if he repeats in the main one, he's got the daily double.
Yeah,
for
he
both
has the
tournaments.
chance.
Just kind of like Eric Stone in Atlanta or Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Eric if you're watching, as opposed to, you know, being on the air right now.
Right. How's the weather in Florida? Let me
Yeah,
know.
he's actually got a part-time national gig now.
Nice.
What part of
It's,
Florida is he in?
what is it, Newsmax or something? He does one, you know, a little bit of the weekend on Sundays.
Nice.
All right. Let's watch Keith play here. He's got that alley pass left to right as well. Whenever the game at least gives him a chance to
Yep,
do it.
nice little save there.
Oh,
Oh,
and that's-
did that tilt? Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
that might have
he did.
tilted.
And it's
It,
just
it,
one
it just
ball.
looked like too much of a move.
All right, so in the chat, yeah, I don't. Yeah, the tilts on this one should be looser. I feel like, and ollie needs to be a little tighter. But I mean,
Yeah,
like you said,
yeah.
it's a give and take, and with the way the qualifying's set up, you can't really change it once it's set.
And
Yeah.
everyone gets a chance to practice, so it's not
Right.
like they're changing it at
Yeah.
all.
Right, but you don't want to have that change in the middle of
No,
the,
yeah.
the tournament. So,
Yeah.
um,
And
and
again,
then-
Keith never really got control there.
dang. So then, yeah, Pinball Whiz. So the drop targets, they're okay, but I have noticed the third one is a stone wall and does not like to go down. It's very stubborn.
Let's see what Sebastian can do here.
Yeah, the field's open. Not a lot of points
Okay,
on the
see
board.
if he can get his target. Yep, okay. Now can he get the ball back? He got the 5 there by accident and goes up top. Very efficient. Okay. Now if he was to get if he was to finish the numbers up there,
That'd be very nice.
because he's got the 3 and the 4 there, I think. So if he
Yeah.
just gets the 1 and the 2, he's got an extra 20 grand guaranteed now and the next ball. Oh, didn't get it.
Yeah, he didn't tilt though, did he? Yeah,
Did not
okay.
did not tilt. So
little
he's,
count
he's
there.
behind, but not huge.
And Raymond, yeah, just doing terrible on this game. Really can't get started. Has no tech at all to handle the ball. Yeah,
So here we
this
are.
thing.
I mean,
It only
I mean
takes one
Raymond's,
ball.
you know, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's all coming down to this. It turned from a 2-ball game into a 1-ball game. Keith is behind, but not. I wouldn't say appreciably so. Like any score that is going to pass the other people is going to be a winner. So
Best wishes from
Power
Germany.
in lane there.
Raymond, of course, getting all of them.
Oh
Uh,
boy.
But yeah, those were faster than most of the in lanes have been on this today. Oh, that started to be a power in lane and then slowed down when it hit the bottom curve.
All right. Drop
Again,
target
he's,
out.
again, he's really good at getting that target shot.
And saucer in. Back up top.
Be interesting to compare his shot making percentage on that target and the lane behind it with everybody else's.
Yeah, the numbers
Because he's been
would show.
his accuracy on that has been way better than most people.
Yeah, and even like a quick on the fly, like he knows where that is.
Yeah, and
Boom.
no panicking when it's down to
None.
the tip of the flippers there.
Yeah.
None
And it is-
whatsoever.
And it is like, because that alley pass is so good, that also means like, a tip that goes into the other flipper,
Yeah.
probably you're going to get control of.
Yeah, so you don't have to do a double flip save. You can just do a single tip,
Right.
and then it'll hover in the next one long enough to get control.
Right. Versus doing, like you said, the full slap save, you'll
Yeah.
throw it back
yeah.
in and then have
and
to
less
play
chance
with the
of a tilt
slings.
too,
Right.
if you just give it the little tip. There's some games where the
that's
flippers
so
are weak
pretty.
enough that you feel obliged to take the double flip save because you're
Not
not sure
pretty.
it's actually going to come up far enough.
That was just a pretty drop catch. Throw it right
Yeah.
up. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, now Raymond's moving through 370,000.
So if you're Zachary,
And again, this is what Keith has to keep in mind is okay, see what Raymond's doing here. You're only down 30. If you do what Raymond's doing here, that's enough to get it.
yeah. And if you're Zachary, I don't even know if you want to look, to be honest. Just look away, tell me when it's my turn, and then I'll go do what I got to do.
Yeah. Yeah, can I have a blinder for the
Yeah,
scores,
right?
actually, so I don't even see them? All right, this is where we're going to see who gets second here.
Okay, so he got the 3 and I think the 4.
Some lanes up top
See,
building.
if he can finish his 1 through 5, that would be huge.
He-
Careful.
Did he tilt?
He tilted.
had
Yeah,
to have.
it looked like too hard a slap save. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That might change Sebastian's strategy a bit because now
Now-
Sebastian only needs 11 and change.
Right.
So he can play a little cautious.
And he threw away a lot there because he had all those
Yeah.
lanes up top and the targets. His bonus
Yeah.
was up to 6 or 7, I think.
The door is ajar.
Yeah.
Okay, and Keith is finally slowing down.
Oh,
Oh, no!
no.
Over the flipper. That sucks.
Adios, mio.
I hate when that happens. I really hate when that happens.
All right, right, well, Keith is now in fourth
There it
place.
is, guys.
We know.
So Keith is fourth.
Then this is it.
Second, third is a toss-up here. Let's see what Sebastian can do.
Can he clear it? Or will the outlanes find him?
So he's got 3,000 bonus.
Don't tilt, though. Easy tilt.
He's got it.
alive,
He's
still
got
alive.
it. He's got it. No, he finished the target.
Oh, yeah, he
He
finished,
finished the
bank.
target bank, and it was worth like 15 or so. So that was enough to get him there.
Very nice.
So second place for Sebastian. Nice
Yeah.
job, everybody.
Nice job, everybody.
Wow. Yes.
Ooh, I thought he was going to tilt. I
Well,
really
now
did.
he has to take down Raymond so he doesn't get the 12. You know,
Just pride, right?
right.
Okay.
Saddle him with the 10, you know. Double digits,
Saddle
but
him.
you
Hey,
didn't,
you didn't
get
you
all of
didn't,
them.
you didn't sweep us. I want you to know you didn't sweep us, Raymond.
All right, I had you on one of them. I'm ready for it. With the super bonus on here, you can get a very big ball.
That's awesome.
Okay, well, that's
Once
over.
again, you just witnessed the TPF finals of the Classics Tournament, won by Raymond Davidson.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations, Raymond.
And second place, Sebastian Bobbio.
Bobbio.
Outstanding.
Zachary Fry third, and Keith is it Shahan or Shahan?
I don't actually know. Jan, I'll go with.
Nobody gets
Fourth place. Great play from all of them.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, just
Please
some
come back for
incredible
the
stuff.
Wizards. The Wizards going to be great.
I don't know if they're going to do a presentation on camera.
I
or
don't
not.
know. I don't know. I don't know. They'll come and tell
We'll
us.
have to
but-
check with Phil.
But let me do some wormhole stuff
Okay.
right now.
Plug in.
Phil, yeah.
Are you going to do it on camera? Are you going to congratulate him on camera? Or?
Yeah, but take it to the room, Cam, because we're going to take the.
It's already on room cam.
No, full.
Oh, watch this.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Here we go. And they're going to move this beautiful Texas Pinball Festival, and they're going to take some great pictures.
As
and
long as nobody opens the door and runs through it, like on the
Pretty-
Three Stooges, break through the
pretty
material.
exciting. But real quick, thank
Okay.
you for TPF for having us. Thank you, Bob. Thank you guys so
Yeah,
much.
thanks to all you guys for the chat and tuning in.
I really, really appreciate, obviously, I'm so new to the hobby, and as a commentator, I wouldn't have been able to get this expert commentary that you guys did, so God bless you. Thank you.
There's no better than Bob.
I
Really.
mean, he wrote the manual, didn't he? He wrote the book, literally, so
Yep.
that's fantastic. Congratulations. And-
Labor of love for the pinball community.
Yeah.
Giving back, just like Jim gives back by being the one who got Indus put together, and Carl with all his streaming and everything.
And
so
he codes all the
we
tournaments.
do what we can for the sport we love.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a sport. It really is a sport. I can tell you that as a golfer that had a 3 handicap before he started playing.
Yeah.
It's less prone to injury than most sports, but
Yeah.
it's not completely immune. Having
No.
I mean, you do occasionally get banged up palms or wrists from
Sure.
nudging the machine too hard or
Yeah. I've gotten a golfer's elbow before.
yeah.
So
yeah.
tennis elbow's the
Yeah,
outside,
yeah.
golfer's elbow is the inside tendon.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
neck
your elbow.
started hurting when I first started playing.
Yeah.
And I said, how is this possible? How does my neck hurt? My wife goes, do you know how much pinball you're playing right now?
Yeah.
And looking down, and I said, oh, well, Jiminy Christmas, there it is.
Okay, I think Phil's going to go live with the mic here for the presentation. Okay, Phil, do we need to do anything to switch it to the mic? Do we need to do anything to switch it to your mic over there?
It's not gonna, there's no switch.
There's no switch? So you're just going to do it for the room?
Yeah.
Okay, Phil's just...
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Phil's going to do the presentation, but it's just on the mic that broadcasts to the room.
Yeah, we'll
it's,
try-
it's not
You
through our
guys can
system
take
here.
off. I'll do a little wormhole thing on the end, and we'll go
Okay.
from there. But, guys,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
Let's sign off here.
Thank you so
I
very
think Mark
much.
and I are going to go to lunch, so
Yeah. I need
All
some
right,
food.
guys. Thank
All
you
right.
so much. Really
see you guys
appreciate it.
later.
Awesome. Hey, thank you guys so much. I'm going to come in the camera. I really appreciate these gentlemen here so very much. And we're going to end this stream in a second.
Just stop streaming.
But I'm going to stop streaming right now. Thank you guys so much. And we will see you at 5 o'clock.